style the match will go and what might happen.
And I think a couple of weeks ago everyone got it wrong.
Absolutely. I know I was certainly tipped to roll Butters, and I failed to do so last week. I'm actually probably pretty happy it wasn't streamed. But this week, to be honest, we've got obviously Marc Robertson. He beat Craig Stevens either 11-1 or 11-2 last week. It was a bit of a thumping. Didn't see the match. Don't know how either person played, but very one-sided scoreline. And to be fair, Robbo has dominated this league with only the one loss for the season.
Which was against Michael Scarry.
It was.
The Australian champion.
I think Butters will be starting off not favourite, to be fair. But it all comes down to Butters when he commits to every single out he basically will commit to, no matter how hard it is. It's about how many miracles he can pull off for the night to cause the upset. That's how I see this. And Robbo, I think, will have the same approach as what I did last week in wanting to just basically shut Butters down when he does make that mistake. But I think Robbo will do a job better than what I did and make less mistakes than what I did. And I think that will be the factor tonight.
Yeah, Mark's been in imperious form this year, and it'd be hard to call closer than probably 11-5 or 11-6.
Yeah, I initially said 11-3 and decided no, that was a bit really unfair, and I've gone with 11-5 to 11-6 as well. And this is the first time I've actually seen a lag off for the break. So you might even notice too on camera that these balls look really, really dark red, and that is because these are a different set of balls, exactly the same weight and everything, but they're actually the ones that we use in the world titles. Butters has brought them along. Apparently they're about $6,000 a set. No, just really, they're basically ridiculously expensive compared to the standard set.
135, I believe.
Whereas you can get your other standard set for about $50. So Butters has won the lag. We'll break off. And I think the break is very important for Butters tonight. He's going to want big spreads and he wants balls in. And that, to me, that's how I wanted the balls to break last week, and they didn't once. We actually broke huge last week.
So it's a dry break.
One thing I'll note on this table too, and I have said it the entire time, this table does not break well. I think that suits Butters. I know that sounds funny when I say it doesn't break well, but some of the tables in here, the packs just, a lot of the time you'll get clustering packs. The table we played on last week was sensational to break on it, and it wasn't unusual to pop multiple balls just about every time.
And this is being broadcast from Bar 8 in Bundoora in Victoria for anyone who's watching out of Australia.
So I know we've got the Brownlow on tonight, so we may not get as many viewers as we used to, but I'm pretty sure that people will go back and watch the uploaded video, which will be probably put up a few days after this has actually occurred.
And just to mention, there is a match going on the other table tonight, which is the plate final, which is being contested by Dale Watson and Steve Thomas. And the winner of that match will pick up a cool $1,000, and the runner-up, I think, $700. And the winner of this main grand final will pick up $4,000, and the runner-up $3,000. So there's $1,000 on the line and the title. And Robbo's getting into this game on yellow.
And he won it last year, and he actually has been, I think, one of the main people behind the scenes with the structure of this, including the money. Now, I think he started off favourite to win this thing before the season started, and I think to his credit, he hasn't structured the money in such a way where it basically, gives a massive percentage, like you see in just about all the tournaments, like the big guns and that, to the actual eventual winner. He wants everybody to come back and play again, and the prize money's actually been structured pretty evenly down the list. Like you can finish in the top 10 or something and still get money.
I'm really not sure what happened there.
He's actually tried to stun it, and I think he's just accidentally dragged through. He obviously wanted to stun, and I think he had more angle than he liked. He tried to soft screw it, Steve.
Yeah, it's called a death drag.
Death drag?
So a drag that doesn't work. And he was, I think he was hoping to leave himself a half ball angle to take out that tricky yellow.
He absolutely was. He wanted to go into the pack and open things up early, but he's going to be forced to reevaluate and look for a safety. He may take the double on here to the centre still.
No, I think Robbo being first game especially, I think he'll probably pull up.
Yeah, that's a pretty clever shot.
Just killing one of Butter's reds to the cushion as well.
But this is the sort of out that Butters loves to take on and get. So it'd be interesting. This may set an early scene. This opening shot for Butters.
Yeah, I think Peter should play the snooker here with the white just going in behind the black and the left hand red of that small cluster hitting the left rail.
I think you'll just take the pot on, Steve. And
if he goes for the pot, he may be leaving that bottom yellow.
No,
there we go.
He's wised up early there, Gemma, and he thinks that you are the man. And I'll tell you what, I think when you look at things, that is the correct shot.
Also in the first game, there's going to be a bit of tension. Obviously, quite a stake here for these guys. So I'll expect them just to not do anything too dramatic early on. Containing safety from Robbo.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot of choice, and hasn't really left a lot by the looks of things.
And thanks to Dan Lynch this year for filming these matches every week. It's been great coverage, and hopefully everyone's enjoyed watching it at home.
And Dan's had a few dramas. He's just come back from doing the World Billiards, and Virgin thought that they would snap one of his power cables to his monitor. So he's having to do all sorts of fancy things here to get us up to what we're used to seeing. And looks like he has succeeded. Meanwhile,
so
I actually missed what happened.
We just missed. Yeah, it was an in-off. So Mark with two shots here. He'll be trying to take the middle of those yellows off the bottom one into the right corner, and staying on the bottom yellow at the same time.
Jojo's actually timing as well.
Yeah, that could actually be in Peter's favour, the timer.
One thing that we haven't had all season is a timer, and I you know what, to be honest, I know this is a final, but I would like to see either you have no timer at all, or you have a timer all season. I reckon that should just let these two go.
I think of the two, Mark is definitely the more calculated and more, I guess, methodical of the two players. I think a timer would not suit him as much. But then at the same time, he's getting on with it.
Yeah, having said that, he's played at a high level for a very long time with time conditions, and it's never bothered him. So
yeah.
And I think he has received quite a bit of criticism in recent times about his slowness, and I think he's actually, I wouldn't say he's like doing it just to please the crowd, but I think he recognised himself that he wasn't allowing himself to get the flow that he sometimes liked, and I think at Big Guns, I had a discussion with him there. I said, you cannot play continuous race to 11s for that long a duration playing at slow speed. You've got to get some flow, you've got to get on with it, otherwise you're just going to be too fatigued by the end of it.
Yeah, I think since the Big Guns, Mark has definitely speeded his game up, and I think he's playing better as well. So,
like I said, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, Robbo, and that's why he's actually very difficult to beat. I would love to see the likes of Ben Noonan, Steve Tran, Jake McCartney, you know, all these high-level names playing this league next year. I know we're probably,
that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Probably not going to see that, but I'd love to see it happen, and then you'll really see some quality every week.
I think we'll see Steve Tran, and I don't think we'll see Ben or Jake. Just Jake lives in Ballarat. It's a bit of a trek to get here. Although you've done well to manage that every week this year, Jamie,
Jake
from Ballarat.
Is involved in opening up a pool room at the moment. I think that was his deciding factor to not play this year. He was actually going to play and then pulled out. I don't know why Benny can't play. No reason why Benny couldn't play unless he works.
Well, I think because Ben used to work at the venue, I don't think he necessarily enjoys coming back here. The memories of working here, I don't think are all positive, although a lot of good times had, no doubt, as well. But back to the game, we've got Robbo, who's broken off dry, so you've called it well with the table not being a good breaking table.
Yeah, another thing too you can often see is when players are settling into a match, a lot of the time when they break, they'll have a bit of a tighter grip on the cue, and you just don't get as good a, wow, that really took off. You just don't get as good a, I guess, not reactions a word, but you just aren't flowing as well, and you don't get that clean contact. But once you loosen that loosen that wrist right up in the grip, you can really get through the balls.
Are you surprised he's taken yellows here?
I wasn't, because of the cover available down the bottom.
Only one dead red and 2 dead yellows.
Problem with that red is it is dead as a doornail, but this one that's on the side cushion here, the one that's on the side cushion, he'll probably play now, and he's just going to open it all up. So this is, I mean, I would never go the way that he's gone at all. But
so he's managed to get a little bit of coverage down there.
yeah, and
That shot, but I really liked reds there. There was a shot to take out that left hand dead red.
yeah, basically the ball that is the yellow he just played is covering now. I mean, you could have got half ball on that and come off back cushion and into the red like you alluded to. And I mean, it's one of those frames I feel that you've got to set up.
30 seconds.
And it might not even involve that that top left pocket. It could involve other pockets. When the black's right in the middle of the table, it's hard to set up a game around it as well. So, but I can tell you right now, Robbo will be thinking nothing more than trying to get on this red that he's just nudged out now, clear the yellow.
I think he's it's a tough shot, but the red up near the bulk plate
Your shot's on,
does
Steve.
actually go in the right corner, and he can extract here with quite a bit of bottom left on the white.
And this is the shot you basically spoke of at the very start. Is out when you would have preferred to take reds, and he's played it very well. Although
He's been
left himself
a
in.
little bit unlucky there not to be on that red. He does have a shot. I don't think the red goes in the middle.
I felt that he should have given that a bit more pace. The reason I say that is because that way the white ball will come out more, and you're not relying on being on the ball that you actually just extracted. It does have the ball long to the left as well.
Yeah, this red must be tight into this middle.
Well, must go.
But it must go if he's playing it.
30 seconds.
Well, if that's the case, it's a good result.
He's been up and down twice. He doesn't like it.
I think he's just not happy with his bridging because of that yellow. But it flew in
It's a
actually.
lovely shot. And here it is. So he's really with a couple of excellent shots. He's now favourite to take the frame.
And funnily enough, the red ball that's to the right of the white right now is actually the trickiest ball. It's just blocked off to preferred pockets. So you're probably going to have to leave it till last now and head up the table between the black and the red and play it in the left middle. And that is absolutely perfect by looking at it. Still don't think he'll play for it now. He'll eliminate whichever ball has a better angle for him to actually leave himself an angle to stun up table through that gap I spoke of.
Yeah, that'll be his last ball, won't it, in bulk.
When I say landed absolutely perfect, I was probably a little bit hasty in saying that because he would have preferred to be actually really straight on one of these so he could actually control the angle better.
I think if he plays for it in the left centre, if he overhits it, it'll still be on in the bottom left corner.
So that looks pretty straight. You reckon that goes bottom left?
I think it might just sneak through actually, yeah, but he'll be hoping to get on it in the middle. If he's a bit straight here.
Yeah, he's got to force this with a fair bit of... I mean, the camera angle could actually be deceiving him and making this look straighter than it actually is. It might be a bit more angle than we think.
It looks like he's screwing back, so he's going to try and get this off a rail.
Yeah, just past the yellow, top side of that yellow near the middle. No.
There we are. He's played it
That's a good
very
shot
well
there.
indeed. And that table's running beautifully tonight. I had a quick practice on it beforehand with Butters.
Yeah, and Butters nearly went in off the very first shot. He played this out in this frame. It just flew to the middle. I couldn't believe how much it took off. So just a slight stun.
So Butters turned down the reds. Robbo didn't. And says, thank you very much.
Well, this is thinner than it looks.
I should be fine with
Straight
that.
down on it, so he feels good
no
on
problem there.
It was thin, though.
It was, yeah.
But,
So, not the start Pete would have liked, I think, against any player, but especially against the top line players like Robbo. A good start is so important.
it is. I actually got off to a 4-0 deficit against Butters when I played him, and that wasn't enjoyable by any stretch of the imagination. He managed to get within a frame there at one stage and then butchered up a big chance to go even. I think that was a really good chance for me to be turning the match around. And but like I said, you're not going to see that happen from Robbo. He's too clean.
Well, last week he had a little bit of a dodgy start against Craig Stevens. Craig should have in fact been 5-1 up.
But he was 1-0 up and then lost 12-1.
He was 5-1 down instead of 5-1 up, but he had genuinely had one or two chances each game. But then you just can't afford to do it against these top line guys. They'll smash you.
Yeah, it only takes one mistake in one frame to give them a bit of a sniff, and suddenly the momentum changes. They turn the afterburners on, and then it's just ta-ta. So Butters actually has a
Pete's
very
got a
good
ball in this time,
opportunity
did he? We had a successful break this time.
And these sort of outs where the balls, there's not really any clusters. It's just basically pot, pot, pot. Butters plays these types of outs very well. But why didn't he do this against me last week? He's losing all over the place already.
Yeah, the table's really fast, and I think this is the sort of, standard chance that Butters is going to have to, if he's going to stamp any authority on this match at all, he's going to have to get these type of opportunities.
I'm surprised he didn't run through that, come off back cushion and come centre table and give himself multiple options.
Yeah, I agree.
But he's still got a pot on, and if he does get this, he doesn't have to do anything with the white. I think it's just natural offside cushion.
Yeah, it does. He's going in the middle here, isn't he? Or is he? Yeah. That's not where he wanted to be.
This is exactly where he wants to be, because now he's got to get out of a snooker and pull out a miracle.
Well, you know that's going to happen at least once or twice in this match. Is this going to be the first one? I was practicing with him before he pulled out a phenomenal shot.
I saw that. He played a few of them against me as well, and it always seemed to happen when I was bridging that gap, and then he'd play a massive shot and say, no, sorry, Steve-O, you are not winning.
30 seconds.
So he's looking for the far left red here to try and put it over the hole or pot it.
No, it looked like he was trying to play for the plant, and he did actually hit it successfully, but I don't think that plant was on.
So, looks like a pretty good chance here. Bit of traffic though for Robbo, so he's going to try and, I think he's going to try and plant one of his yellows near the black, off the red on the bottom cushion, and in to then open the pocket up for the other yellow on the top cushion.
I don't even think. I think he's just looking at that. Like for now, I think he's going to get some cover.
Oh, he's going to get this ball off the rail. Look, just the way he was shaping that up, but that's not worked. So Butters will be happy. He'll be thinking, "Yep, I might get another chance to get my hand on the table here."
He will definitely be getting another chance, but Robbo will be looking for the shutdown shot.
And what's your shutdown shot here, Jamie? Obviously, you're one of the masters of that stuff. What would you do?
It does have this ball that there's two balls above the white now, where he could actually play a double off two cushions with one and just take the white ball through.
Could that be an in-off shot?
No, you're hitting it pretty straight and just following the white ball through a touch. Just like that. He's decided to hit it soft. I would have actually given it a bit.
Okay, I think that's a total snooker, so it's a good shot.
But this is pretty much what Robbo needs to do this frame. He just needs to, because I can promise you right now, Butters is going to try and play some time escape. Up and down, hit the left hand, the middle of the 3 reds.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pot it though, he just wants to get it closer to the pocket.
He's actually...
And that's pretty...
Well, he's managed to
pretty good.
Get contact.
He's got the second prize of hitting the other one.
Now let's say Robbo can hit this bottom ball. I'm looking at playing this, and I'm going to take the white ball off side cushion and back over the left-hand side of the table and leave no shot again. That's the shot I'm looking at here.
Left-hand side of the table, so he's got to land pretty much in the jaw of the yellow pocket. Otherwise, he's left that red on.
Even if you do leave that red on, I mean,
you're okay with that?
But it's not as hard a shot to judge as you think, and he can even land probably half a foot off the side rail.
Here's an interesting shot. I've got this left-hand yellow, cut it into the red near the middle, half ball, push the red further up the rail, and the white down towards my ball over the pocket.
I don't like that shot, Steve, because it basically opens up the only red that Butters can't pot. But Robbo's decided, you know what, you guys can shut up. I'm playing the black, and Butters needs a miracle.
And he's... I didn't like that shot from Robbo, only because giving Pete 2 is dangerous on the best of days, but also he had to play it perfectly for it to work, and to his credit he got it perfect, but it was a very difficult shot.
You can already see what he's lining up. He wants to get the can on the red. He'll want to catch the inside of the yellow here rather than the outside, I think. Or if he does catch the outside as well, it'll push it, but the white could potentially run too far, so I think catching the inside of the yellow here is probably the go.
So the key thing here is that this red goes in for Butters' chances in this frame.
Yeah, ball must go in. And he's played it well, but with too much side.
Oh, it's gone. That's a nice shot.
Does this double to the middle? I think it does.
And I think if he can get 2 on that black, he'll be a very happy man. But yeah, he'll need to play a pretty huge double here and avoid potting the yellow in the left corner after contact with the red.
I think that just the reason Robbo made the decision he did, he just decided, you know what, let's test out the miracle straight off the bat. You need to play a very big out, otherwise I'm going to win this frame for sure. Rather than play the shot I've suggested, which is not really, taking any control of the black. And he's underplayed that. That was a tough shot. He's actually undercut it by a mile.
Well, that isn't the worst result possible, because I reckon this is a natural angle to get the black out, Jamie.
It does look close. I think it's... Do you think it might be just a touch thin?
No, I reckon this is perfect. He just wants to avoid cannoning the yellow in after he hits the black, which he should be fine. But I reckon this is okay.
Well, if that's
he's going to have to hit it though, because the black doesn't go in the right corner, so he's going to have to try and get the black.
Up. I thought it was too thin.
Oh,
so
he's jacking
up.
Okay.
I thought it was too thin, the natural angle.
Okay, you might be right, mate.
Well, it was still too thin, but even jacking up that much wouldn't have really thrown the natural course of the white off much because it was so thin. So you would have really needed to... It's a hard shot, but you've got to kind of soft screw up. The thing is, he was on the rail nearly.
So Robbo's master plan worked a treat. Pete needs to pull out an absolute miracle shot here.
He does, and he's looking at one too. He's looking to come off the back rail with side.
He's looking to get through that ball gap between the black and the yellow.
He is, and hit it
with left hand side, pull in the corner.
Hey, it's on.
Corner or middle, he won't be bothered either way. Oh, not a bad effort. How's the double going? Is it?
Well, we can't see. He's
in the way.
I reckon it's near the pocket. Oh well, it's actually been destroyed.
Yeah, we couldn't see that. His head's not as big as Jake McCartney's, but still couldn't see the table.
Now Robbo does have an option here to actually. I don't think this angle is on. Initially, I thought maybe you can play this ball in the corner and get the little disturbance, but I think that angle is not available.
He could check it out. Make the angle.
All Robbo's doing right now, Steve, is he's just going, okay, if I give Butters a shot at this ball, where can a miracle to? Where can it possibly go? That's what he's thinking right now, because either that or he's going to look for a snooker.
Does the the yellow in the middle of the table going off the other yellow?
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Or is he... He's playing safe here, isn't he?
No, I think he's just trying to drop this in. Oh, no, he is. He's
Oh, he
playing
is.
safe. He has made the
I'm
decision.
not so sure about that.
I like that
This
shot.
fella will be delighted to get another shot, even if it's impossible.
I like that shot a lot, Steve.
Yeah?
I think Robbo made the decision that this ball is not possible to pot without an absolute smash and jag. I think he's played the percentage shot, and I think he will take the frame after this shot.
Yeah, you would certainly think so, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, and if you want to back against anybody in the room to pull off something here,
30 seconds.
this is not the man to back against, because he can produce the impossible at times. And to be fair, he actually needs one right now.
He does.
He needs
He
to
really
get on
does.
the board.
He needs a turning point, and he needs one early.
Okay, he's going to try and jack up off the side cushion, is he? Well, oh, look at this. This is close. This is very close.
I
But the
think
yellow
he's
is
played that
way.
in the middle pocket, you know.
And Robbo will now go game.
And this proves that the percentage play of Robbo is very consistent.
Yeah, you'll note, and a very important part about the shot that Robbo played previous to Butter's shot just there is he put the white ball on the cushion. I know that doesn't sound that important because you still got to hit the same ball, but it just limits the amount of white ball Butters can hit. It makes the shot more difficult, more jabby. It's just, it's a massive factor. So I've always said to people, if they don't really have an easy safety, or they can't really do much, just try and leave as much distance between the object ball that your opponent's got to play and the white ball, and try and get on the cushion and just make it difficult. Sometimes you just don't have a choice but to try and make them play a big shot, and if they miss it, you're in.
So Marc will finish these in super quick time.
Yeah, he's flowing around the table quite nicely now, and everything just looks really simple when he's amongst them. And the Robbo of old would have probably only just been on his second yellow by now, and he has just cleared, and he will take a 3-0 lead. Now this is the match. I wasn't worried about the speed of this match at all. The Dale Watson-Steve Thomas match, I did have some concerns about speed-wise, but they are keeping up almost. They're 2-0, and I actually predicted Dale Watson to win this after his excellent win against Scary last week.
Yes.
I thought he'd be feeling really good. You know, he's just knocked off an Australian champion.
I agree.
One thing I have learned about playing Steve Thomas this season is the bloke does not give up, ever.
No, he's a tough player to beat, Steve Thomas, when he's playing, particularly when he's playing well. When he's struggling, Steve, I suppose like anyone, really, I think his B game isn't as good as Dale's, but
I think his
but
B
he's
game's better
certainly-
than Dale's.
Do you?
I do. I think if you think Steve Thomas's B game isn't as good, I think you underrate him. I think he's got one of the best B games in this comp.
Yeah, I'm only speaking from experience of when I've played each of them, but
No, he's
you've
very
known him a lot
crafty.
longer than I have.
Very crafty around the table and knows how to make things difficult for his opponent.
30 seconds.
Well, both these guys are actually really good. This is we're back to the Robbo Butters game.
I think what's let Steve Thomas down is his potting power.
Yeah, Steve was playing a very high level at pool last year, made the quarters of the semi-final of the Geelong Open.
Yeah, these are the best I've actually ever seen him play. He just annihilated people that day. It was great to watch.
But he said to me last week he's been disappointed with his recent form, and he's had a little bit of a resurgence here in the plate competition, so hopefully Steve will be back to his best soon. And Dale's always been a cagey player, always very steady, always difficult to beat.
One thing, I don't think Robbo's actually going to miss this out just quietly, but one thing I'd like to know about the break, I did say earlier that the table wasn't breaking well. Now, if you go back and rewind this break and watch it, the ball's hardly even spread.
Really?
Only a few balls flew around the table, and the rest of them just sort of moved around a little bit, but didn't do a lot of it. It made it look like a massive break.
Was this Marc Robertson's break off?
Yep, I'll guarantee you go back and rewind it and watch it. It didn't like absolutely explode like you see a lot of breaks do. There's only a couple of balls that flew around the table. One of them actually went in, but most of the balls just glided to an area of the table, not that far away from the black spot. So.
And just in your bottom corner there, you can see Steve Thomas on and out to go 3-0 up, and he's just overdone the position. So I wonder if he's going to relinquish that opportunity here to go 3-0 up and open the door for Dale.
Well, he still has a good chance. I mean, he's got to play this red. Is he on reds?
He's on yellows. He's actually taking this yellow in the top left.
I think this is the right shot because you're going to be faced with 2 difficult shots otherwise. So, well, what a shot that is. When he gets the little knee bend going.
And I think that's, unless he's got 2 shots, which
he does
have. Okay, so he's fine then.
Right, so
should
Robbo
be fine.
Has actually slowed down a little bit during this year.
Okay, so Robbo's a bit straight on this, right? He was hoping for a bit more angle, so he's having to screw back here with bottom right hand side.
I was actually going to say, I wonder if he can just pick that little gap. I reckon he's gone too far.
It's very tight. I really can't tell from here, but that is tight.
Because if he would have actually been able to pot this red, just missed the other red, cannon the black.
It's a really good shot if he's, because that was a.
Oh, he's played it perfect in the end. So.
Yeah, the small margin of error there, so it's a great shot.
Yes, and now he'll pot this ball in the left centre, and he'll pick the gap between the 3 yellows. As you can see right there, he's like, okay, this is as far as I can go. So basically,
Steve Thomas chopped up on the other match there. He's left himself nothing on the black.
And he's turned into a statue, hasn't moved. And you can see there, Robbo hasn't tried. He hasn't cared about like getting the white ball off the run. He's like, this is the maximum distance that I can travel if I snook. Going to snook myself. He's basically saying, I can pot this. I'll back myself.
Yeah. Oh. And that's 4-0 and a mountain to climb.
And this is starting to show early signs of a smashing. So Butters needs to get that break working. He needs to get that first frame. He just needs to get that first frame on the board.
Yeah, it's always the second hardest, the first and the last. So what's your prediction on this match scoreline?
Well, I thought Dale might win something like 11-8, 11-9. Yep. I thought it'd be a close match, and obviously, we're 2-0 down. I don't look like I'm predicting very well, but it's a long way to go.
Yeah, and Steve's going up and down the table here with check side.
This is actually a crazy shot.
This is crazy city.
I'll tell you what, he's played it absolutely perfect, I think, and not potted.
And has it gone in? I can't see. No, he's missed it.
Just sat perfect over the
kick. Here is. Can we just go back to the Dale game, please, Dan? I just want to see Dale's resolve here to come back to 2-1 if he can. This is a massive shot.
Butters has dry broke again. And that is a good shot, and excellent. You will most certainly take this frame.
That will be a big turning point, I predict, and I reckon it will be probably 11-8 to Dale.
Oh, so you predicted Dale as well, same as me.
Yeah.
I only said it purely based on his win last week over Mick. I think Mick's, that's fair to say, and he'd say it himself, has probably been the biggest underperformer this season.
Who's that?
Mick Scary. I'd say he's been the biggest underperformer. He would love to have finished in the top 6. But anyway, there's always another year. I think Mick's just lost a little bit of hunger for the game. I think it's fair to say. But
I was speaking to Marc Robertson earlier. He said that. He played Mick the last couple of days, and Mick actually beat him. He said it's the best he's seen him play for many years.
Oh, well, that's good news for Mick going into nationals in about a week's time. So, but since him and Robbo broke up, and they've had to live in separate houses. Yeah. I think Mick's just lost his way a little bit. He's just looking for a new father figure.
Well, Mick's got a very nice new girlfriend. And her name's Maggie, so if you've met Maggie, you would understand why his focus may have come off pool for a little bit. But I'm sure he'll be back at the top of the game. He's too good to
not sure if Mick's actually watching this stream tonight, but
Yep, I hope Mick's watching. Hi, Mick.
you might be watching the Brownlow
Yeah,
or spending time with the previous mentioned person you just said.
yeah, he'll be at home watching the Brownlow in his waistcoat.
Yes, I was very disappointed actually to see Mick turn up last week and not wear the vest. And Robbo is, Butters is wearing his standard long sleeve blue jumper.
And this looks like a first frame on the board for Butters, subject to if he can negotiate this yellow on the rail.
Yeah, and he, like I said, he needs this. He needs that just the number one next to his scoreline, because 0 is a horrible feeling, especially if your opponent's got off to a big start. So
Just stretching a bit. It doesn't look very comfortable there, but no problem. It still
plays
goes
rail
in.
shots very well, Butters.
And this should be a natural angle just to miss the black, or do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think he's just going to go off the side cushion and play the black in the bottom right.
Yeah, that's fine. So he'll feel much better after that. He needs to go on a special Butters roll.
Yeah, he can run rack, so he'll feel much better now. He's got the one on the board.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's great to hear that Mick's playing well for the Nationals. I can't wait to go away with those guys. Great bunch of guys, and
yes, you have definitely picked a very good side to be a part of for your first year. It's an excellent lineup.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be playing with these guys, and
so now Robbo to break.
yep. So we're 4-1.
Actually, I don't know how to do that. Yes, I do.
So Robbo to break.
Now that is a big break.
Big but dry. That's
But he's got a good white.
yeah.
And it's amazing how it can turn out when you pot a ball, you're amongst them, you get a dry break, and you just leave it tough for your opponent. There's his bottom red to the left.
Reds look a bit better. Black's obviously a bit dead, but it's in a very doubleable position.
Yeah, and also extractable for reds too.
That's a nice opener. He's definitely got his confidence back winning that last game.
Yeah, good. There's one thing I don't think Butters has ever really been short of. It's not he always. I think he always has 100% belief in himself. Some players, you can see that belief in, and you can actually see when they're flying and when they're not. But with Butters, you just don't see that. Whether he's flying or not, he looks exactly the same all the time, and that's a good credit to him because. It's very difficult to do that.
Yeah, very composed. It's a tricky little out here.
Yeah, that nudge that he got on that red was nice, but just the white ball where it didn't end up in an absolutely perfect position.
So it looks like he's going to try and slide this one down the rail.
30 seconds.
Might not be the end of the world if it doesn't go in with 2 dead balls.
Yellow ball to play.
That's about the best I think he could have done there.
Now, will Robbo play this yellow near the centre pocket on the rail and just put it in front of the middle pocket and just play this containing safety?
And leave the white stuck to the red.
Yeah, it's just the sort of shot that I know Robbo would play.
Yeah, he likes those little containing safeties.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's done. It's probably I saw it straight away, and it was probably the shot I would have played too. So
Yeah. And deliberately left it so that the bottom red does not go in that middle pocket as well. Another half an inch and it would have gone.
yeah, I mean, the way Robbo looks at this frame now is, well, I need one more shot and I can pot out. And obviously black needs.
Here we go. This is get the black out city.
That's a smart shot for
okay.
Butters.
Yeah. So good safety there. I thought he was going for the extraction, but not.
Now Robbo forced to reevaluate, and he's just looking for a safe spot on the table.
So do you think he'll just promote this yellow on the left rail, leave the white in the jaws?
I think that's what he's looking at doing, or maybe doubling it across. I think actually that's what he's looking at more, is the double across.
The outs are really on now for reds though, so he's got to be careful here.
30 seconds.
It's just really the black that's safe, isn't it?
Yeah, look, sometimes you've got to play a shot where you know if you don't hit it perfect, you're going to leave an out on for your opponent, but sometimes you don't. There's not a better shot available. I honestly do believe that
he's
double
gone to
is the
cover the
better shot
pocket.
there.
He's not hit it.
Yeah, he's tried. He's just obviously misjudged it quite badly. But
So maybe is that the second mistake from Marc tonight?
doesn't matter a lot.
First being the death drag, but that's the second mistake.
That's right, the death drag.
So Butters really wants to take advantage here. It's not often Marc makes these mistakes, so.
We're even joined by royalty tonight as well. The great Josh Haynes is actually in the crowd. I don't know if many people will know Josh Haynes, but he decided one year that he'd just win every single tournament that was available to Australia.
Is that right?
I'm not kidding. He won everything. He won the Australian title, he won Berry, he won everything you can think of. Won the Victorian title. There wasn't a tournament that he didn't enter, he didn't win.
So what happened?
He won Ballarat Open that year, and I actually had a massive chance to be playing him in the final and didn't.
What happened then? Did he just pack the game in for a while?
Yeah, he basically decided he'd had enough of the game, but he's definitely one of the great players that we've had in the state over the years. But it wasn't a long run that he put in. Like you'll see, obviously guys playing 20 plus years and then they decide to have a rest then. I reckon Josh only played a handful of years before he just said, nah, I'm just going to move on with things.
So good to see Paul Clack come out of retirement this year. And
yeah, Clack decided to poke his head back into the team.
And did Josh also play for Victoria?
He did. He won the Australian title the year that he did play. I don't know if he played more than 1 year.
Do you know why he gave it in?
No,
Give it up?
I don't know his personal reason for it.
So Butters just misses the extraction on the black there, but he's got an angle here actually if he loads up with a bit of side.
This is a Butters special.
It is, isn't it? Yeah,
But the thing is, this has got to hit so well. Number one.
Yeah, this would be a shot of the championship if he knocks this in and gets the black out.
You hit it too thin, you're going off. You hit it too fat on the yellow, you snook yourself on the yellow. It's got to be absolutely perfect.
You can also pot the black off the yellow. Oh, it's good. Oh, he's so unlucky.
So he's got half ball and.
Oh, he's so unlucky there. When you're trying to come back into a match 4-1 down, you play a shot that well, you really want to get a better result than that.
Tell you, he does have an angle here to play for the double in this bottom left-hand corner where his elbow is.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll take that on because the other option is to go up and down.
I think down the rail. I know this table quite well, Jamie, and I think there is a slight roll into the rail on this rail.
Okay, yeah.
So I would be playing it down the rail, but still a very low percentage shot, whichever way he plays it. It'd be nice to see it go in and see him get right
I'd
back
like to
into
see
the
a
match.
match made of this. Because if he doesn't pot this, it's just going to be another mop up from Robbo.
There we are, and the huck
Steve,
the rail, I
you've
told you.
You've called it
What a
perfect.
shot.
That is a sensational shot. And even Steve Jamieson applauded that one, mainly because he took the option on that he said.
Right, I'm done for the night now. I've called the shot right.
But that you will not actually see a better shot than that, whether it hugged the rail or not. He hit that perfect. Meanwhile, the battle between the plate finalists.
Yeah. And
I'd say
these
Steve's on
guys,
yellows.
I'm guessing these guys don't have a timer.
And if anything, these guys are the ones should have a timer. And here's
There's a
replay of
replay.
the sensational shot. And you're right,
That's
it did just leave the
fantastic.
rail a little bit there, Steve, and hug back in as you said it would. And Steve has tried to.
Always, if it wasn't a total, then it's a foul. But even with one visit, Dale looks like he's back in this match, two frames all.
He's looking at now. And
So I missed the break off here. It was a Robbo break with, a dry break from Butters.
as I said, it's just a tough table to pop rules in. So often you just leave them open like this.
Well,
I actually found the soft break works in this table better, Steve.
Does it? Okay.
Not like as in roll up to the balls, but just just go 3/4 pace rather than full power, and they just seem to spread better.
Yeah. Well, this is Christmas here, isn't it?
It is.
This
I'll
is
tell you something.
passport to 5-2.
If Robbo does somehow chop this out up, this is the frame that Butters must take and stamp his authority in this match.
Well, he's got 2 in a row. He's saying to Robbo, I'm still here. If you miss, I'm going to punish you. And we've just been joined by Tim Shelton, multiple Australian rep player.
The great one, Tim Shelton. And
he's asked to shout out to Scotty Matthews, nicknamed the Wreck.
Yes, I'll give a big shout out to Scotty too. You truly are a master of the keyboard.
And I believe Scott's found a cue that he likes now, so he'll be winning every tournament next year apparently. Without playing a double.
Well, I was told that it doesn't matter what tournament anyone's won in the last sort of 3 or 4 years, it doesn't mean anything because he wasn't in it. So I don't even know why I'm bothering playing tournaments anymore, to be honest. But anyway, we'll move on from that. And Robbo is still continuing what we expect him to get, and that is a equaliser for himself.
So this that's perfect.
Yeah, very good controlled cannon. This can
Yeah,
still go
Robbo's
wrong.
one thing to Robbo's credit, he doesn't very often chop up chances like this because he applies the same amount of time and care as he would over a normal out, sort of over a harder out. So he's very deliberate.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't reckon he actually meant to stun run through then.
No, in saying that, he has.
He still should be okay. He's got to get fairly straight on this yellow, but
Yeah, he needs to just
screw
stun.
stun, Steve. Is that a thing?
I think so.
Just a soft screw, I reckon.
Soft screw.
Soft screw. We're not being dirty here. That is such a shot. And he's just gone a touch too far to have perfect angle. Just go to the black.
You may just need to put a bit of work in here to get on the black.
I think what we'll see him do here is just leave a long shot on the black, a cut. No point trying to negotiate all that traffic.
I think he's gonna.
Actually, he might actually go through the gap now, but
yeah, he might change his mind though if he
I think
that gap's. It looks to me like he's going into the middle red, but
I think he's just going to try and control a little cannon here. This is a natural.
No, he's not cannoning this. That's power.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Lovely shot. In saying that though, it's not going to reach.
Oh, he's landed.
Goodness me, he's certainly on it.
I think he's okay though.
No, I don't think he's okay at all.
You don't think so?
That doesn't go.
I thought he actually needed a little bit of left-hand side on that too.
I think all he's got here is off the right-hand cushion.
I reckon he cuts in.
Unless it cuts, I mean that's got to be the thinnest cut ever.
I reckon he might be doing a bit of Ben Noonan time here. I reckon this actually goes easy.
You reckon?
I think the white will fly down. That's his concern.
What Jamie's referring to is Ben Noonan, superstar player, often his body language will make you think that he's either not on a ball or it's not potable, and then he'll just get down and pot it.
He does it all the time.
Just for anyone who didn't know what Jamie was referring to.
Benny's going to hate that I said that.
He's going for the cut here. The white could go absolutely anywhere.
There you go. I was right.
And there it is.
Red,
he's potted a red, and that is a massive turning point in this match.
And that was Robbo's only concern, was the white ball
which
flying.
For the neutral is brilliant. But obviously for the Robbo camp that will be disappointing.
I've come to know Robbo quite well in the way he plays, and he has the same type of thing as me, being he is a complete control freak of the white ball, and he doesn't like it running. He likes to be in control of it, and that would have been a very uncomfortable shot for him to play. Although he felt that there was no problem potting the black, he knew he was trusting to luck on the white, and he doesn't like to trust to luck. He likes to be very calculated in what he does, and he'll be filthy with himself at the shot before.
So just the score is actually 4-3, not 5-2. We'll just make a change there. And this this break from Robbo is very important. I think it's 4-3. So this is a massive break here, and he's got a ball in, I think.
Hasn't this?
Yeah, he's got a red in. So if Butters gets a chance in this game and converts it, it could really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Jamie?
I have actually no idea how to change this over. Just show me how to change this, mate. I should know by now.
Okay, so Marc's on reds, and he's studied his way he wants to go out.
Wanted a half ball contact on that red. Still has found path to another ball.
Still okay. So immediately another good chance back to Robbo. You think that he would really be very keen to get back into a 2-frame lead here?
Yeah, as I said that last frame, if he didn't make that out, even though he did, but he fouled. So Robbo's given the frame away. It was, like I said, a very, very big potential turning point. But
all the more important now he takes these.
That's exactly right. If he chops this out up and Butters takes advantage as well, then we've got serious. Robbo may start to think to himself, well, geez, I may need to slow down a bit. I may need to do this. I may need to do that. But he's looking pretty good. The real problem ball with this out is this red on the side row that he just missed half ball cannon on earlier. Yeah. I honestly feel that he wanted to go past the black there.
I think you'll find him plating it on it here with heaps of left-hand side on the white ball, on the red in the bottom left corner. You almost have to aim for this to hit it in the middle and put so much left-hand side on the white that it throws across the table to behind that red on the right-hand cushion. But it's a fairly technical shot, so
I think
he may not play it.
Now.
I think he's playing the safer shot, and that's why he's there and I'm here.
Yeah, he's just keeping it simple, and
yeah,
he's just going to leave that to last, because if he can get straight on it or an angle where he can come around off 1 or 2 rails, although I don't think he wanted to cannon that black as far as he has, because it's just taken availability away from probably one of the natural pockets he would have liked to have played it in.
The only thing I don't like about this way is I don't like leaving that bottom right red to last.
Yeah. Your shot, Steve, I felt had a lot of danger involved in it, and I think that's why he's chosen not to go that way, whereas it's easy to leave it till last. If you can get straight on it, you can just screw straight back up the rail.
That's true.
And I think that's what's in his mind. So good shot there. He doesn't want to be Chinese.
He's Chinese.
Steve Tran, welcome aboard. And now this out is tough.
Yeah.
So Butters has got to be feeling like he's just in with a big sniff after being 4-0 down. He's got to be thinking, I'm feeling pretty good 4-3 right now.
Yeah. Yep, he'll be thinking he's a good chance to get back to the table.
30 seconds.
Yeah, Robbo's just looking at a gap, but geez, I reckon it's tough to play for that gap.
Yeah,
the way he's got to cue this.
This is really tough, but he's gonna. I think he has to go for it.
I think he's just going to try and play this as a bit of stun and a touch of velvet.
Although in saying that, you've got a dead ball, one dead red-ish on the right-hand side, one up near the cushion at the top. There might have been some currency in just rolling that over the hole. Do you think, Jamie?
It did cross my mind. It wouldn't have been the worst shot.
But I think Marc's. I think that last frame hurt Marc, and he wants to stamp his authority back, and putting that over the hole isn't a stamp.
Yeah, there isn't many top-line players in the country that would put that over the hole. They'll try and take the out on, but
yeah.
When you look at this match, I don't reckon it was that bad an option, to be honest. The way the balls are, he wouldn't have left an easy opener for Pete for starters.
Yeah.
And Pete wouldn't have been able to just dribble a ball down the cushion or something like
so
that, put over the hole.
This is a total snooker, so Marc will be playing this dead weight, trying to get right in behind the red. And his touch is excellent. And usually,
So
as
yeah,
you
this
are,
shot-
actually, you're very good at these.
This shot I didn't agree. That shot I don't agree with at all.
No, I don't agree with that
I
at all.
would much rather jack up and try and swerve around that and get it closer to the pocket.
Oh, I would have been snookering him behind that all day
I
long.
even think the snooker is just a pointless shot there. I really would have been trying to make contact with that red and get it near the pocket.
I see. Yeah, get it into the open play.
Yeah, otherwise you're just going to get snookered.
Yeah.
And just as he's about to, probably now, even Butters is going to pull up here, I reckon. Actually, I haven't said that. He's only really got that ball in the cushion that he's got to deal with. But he hasn't really given himself good position there. He just didn't run through far enough.
Yeah, just a little tap here on the left yellow.
Yeah, I think the best shot here is to tap it out and block the bottom cushion.
Bottom
escape
side,
off.
yeah. I'm sure Butters will think of that. Experienced player.
And
Yep,
he has
there
indeed,
you go.
and he's played it very well.
And I think that's the difference between your top line players and that next brigade below. Is that sort of thing.
Yeah, your lower level player would have just bumped that off a little bit and been happy with that. But you're not considering what you're leaving your opponent, and that direct line that white needs to take into that yellow onto the bottom cushion is pretty much the exact line that Robbo would need to take to get out of that snooker.
Yeah,
This is actually really tough to get out of.
He's got to come off the top cushion with lots of left hand side on the white ball now. That's the only shot I can see.
Yeah, and to be honest, even fouling here and giving two, like restricting him to one shot, like coming off the bottom cushion and resting on the yellow, is a pointless shot because your red's dead, so you've got to try and make contact. So Robbo's going to try and foul and bring his red out.
Foul. 2 visits.
Just try to make it tough on Pete there. That's all he's tried to do. He knows he's in huge trouble. And he's just said, well, I'm going to try and tie up a couple of your yellows and make it harder. And
We'll soon find out if it was a good strategy.
we also know that Butters likes to pop balls, kick balls off rails. And so he might be thinking, well, you know what, if you miscalculate the cam, you might pull my red off the rail and chop up.
Yeah.
You know, he's just given himself every little minute possible chance of getting back in the frame, even though it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, he's the king of percentages, and let's see how this one goes. I would have probably, personally, just my own preference, I would have been breaking those two out first shot. Jamie, would you have done?
No, I would have actually tried to get on an angle for a pot cannon because it wasn't that difficult. But see, as you can see now,
Yeah, because
the red's out in the open.
if you'd done that the way I was saying, then you wouldn't have this problem, and you've got to back yourself to get them all out where they were with one shot.
But this yellow near the black as well.
So this is playing into Robbo's cunning plan.
As I said, he's fouled in such a way where he thinks the maximum chance of him winning with his ball getting pulled off the rail and all that
that's
sort of
nice.
stuff. Great shot.
Lovely shot.
I still didn't think he would win the frame. You don't get me wrong, but he just maximised any little hope that he might have had. That's another great
lovely.
shot.
Nicely done. Get this tricky one out of the way first.
And Butters looks to be queuing quite nice now too.
Yeah, this match is really warming up. And it would be great to see Butters win this because he would have been a little bit disappointed, I think, not to make the state team. He's going to come as the team manager, of course, so he may still get a guarantee if someone gets ill or what have you. But he's really, I've seen him play some. Oh dear!
Just twitched on that.
Oh dear!
You
just rushed it. It was very rushed.
If you were to rewind again, you'll just see his back arm, his elbow moved. It's actually rare. I have seen him do it before. It's quite rare that he does it, but I have seen him do it before.
Commentators curse. I was just saying how well he's been playing since the state selection.
Yeah, I just finished saying he was queuing really well.
So
does this pass the yellow to the left corner? Does it?
Must. I think he's playing it that way. But Robbo would have been convinced that that was 4-all. So it would actually be an interesting feeling going through his
If
mind
goes to-
right now. It's
goes
actually
to-
quite a lot of pressure on this shot.
If this goes to 5-3, Butters will actually be filthy because,
Yeah.
4-all when he was 4-0 down.
Yeah.
Lots of momentum going his way. Now Robbo a chance to just, any pressure he had on him is going to be gone. And I reckon
He's
that's
played
gone
well.
far enough.
He's played well. This is a little bit thin for my liking, especially when the white ball's potted a red on the last frame. You'd be thinking, Christ, don't have an in-off this time.
This one's a little different to control.
I'm not too worried about the in-off in the bulk area. It's more the in-off afterwards, after it hits the rail. Because he's got to give it a bit of pace to chop it in.
He'll hit it fairly low the white because he'll want to just kill the pace of the white.
Oh dear.
He's missed it.
So great opportunity for Butters to redeem himself. This is the most important shot of the match so far, coming right up.
Now you'll see as well that the white ball come off that back cushion. It looked like it had side on it because it came away. That's actually not side, that's just bottom.
So we've just heard the referee called 30 seconds just as he was hitting the black, which is a little bit rough. A little bit rough.
That's
I don't know about you when you're umpiring, Jamie, but I certainly don't call 30 when the player's hitting a ball.
Well, to be honest, mate, I don't either, but if you're going to umpire to the book, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah.
And it's up to the player to recognise that they're probably close to the 30-second call and just wait for it to be called.
And that's a super shot from Butters there.
It's
Fantastic
been a
ball.
touch unfortunate to catch that jaw, I reckon. But
Yeah, it is. But he'll be fired up after that. I think this is going in.
to be honest, mate, it has to go in. There's no hope this goes in. This must go in. But he does play these shots well, Butters. That's missed by an absolute mile. I reckon he's actually tried to play that like controlling the white to the bottom cushion.
You're right, I think. A bit of safety in mind there.
That's very unlike Butters. He
So-
normally just takes it on.
This frame is offering both players a chance to make a massive shot
He's actually filthy with himself.
to really make your opponent feel like crap.
Yeah, but whoever loses this frame is going to feel terrible, and it's going to be Robbo. Or is it? No, he's got a bit safe.
It's gone a bit
It's
further.
a tough shot.
This is not a gimme.
It's tricky. It is cuttable, but it's tough.
It's cuttable.
Oh, he's a little from down. Oh, he's gone to double and
He's done
smashed
the
it
double
in.
and
Well,
smashed it in.
that's just basically Robbo. EAD standing for E to Dick. That is. I am not taking any more of your crap. I'm just going to smash this double in. Whose break is it?
Yeah, I can't believe you've pulled the EAD bomb on live streaming.
I actually think
But
I
I
did
like
it
it.
last week too.
But I like it. So that was a filthy finish.
Well, he just smashed it in. He didn't even really take any time. He just knocked it in. And it is his break too. So a chance to break. If he breaks and clears, he'll take a lead. He'll have won 5 in a row. And Robbo will be saying to himself, "What happened to my 4-0 lead?"
It's a funny game, this,
I think it's
isn't it?
fair to say that was the shocker frame.
There's usually one of those in a final.
Yep.
And it's a massive break. He's got a ball in. How are they finishing? And
He'll say
they're
reds.
looking brilliant.
Reds will be the choice here.
No,
providing-
yellows all day long, mate.
I'm taking reds, providing that red at the bottom there passes to the bottom to top right corner. Because the reason I'm going reds, they just link so nice. There's no balls covering another ball that's got to be made
But
available to the pocket.
there's two tricky reds near cushions.
There are no tricky reds here, Steve. There's this one that you're
Yeah,
talking
not
about.
tricky if you're behind them, but if you're not on it, easy.
There's linking balls though, Steve. But what would I know? I'm always wrong on commentary.
Look at this. There's the yellows.
I'm
You know it
always,
makes sense.
So look at this. He's just killed the yellow. I'm a
But
genius.
that's a disgraceful shot.
I'm a genius, Steve. You've got to take red here. There was no need to cannon balls like you just did then. There was no need for any of this trickery. It was just pot.
The table
I'm on a
is
ball, pot, I'm on a
playing
ball, pot, I'm on
extremely
a ball.
fast. in Butter's defence, that table is rolling very quickly at the moment.
I think
it was ironed nicely by Rhys Harvey before the match. Thank you for ironing the table, Rhys.
I think there is, if you do not need to cannon the ball, then don't. And you didn't need to cannon the ball on red, you just need to get straight on that one in the middle, and you're a natural on that one that you were talking about down the corner.
Oh, he's gone for the 2-in-1 shot there, and Robbo will be thinking, right, I need to get these now, otherwise I'm in big trouble.
So after an incorrect choice of balls, Robbo
Correct
has a chance.
choice of balls. Please message in at home if anyone thinks that yellows were the right option there.
Don't be afraid to message you if you thought reds were too.
Facebook,
I'd like to get Jake McCartney's
or if
opinion
you
on that
thought
one.
reds were. I'd like actually Jake McCartney to do it.
Actually, Jake is working at the moment, or he might have just finished. And I'd like to give a shout out to Nick Young and say you are softer than butter. He's watched 3 games of football in his life and thinks that the Brownlow is more important than to come down with me and support this league. Good on you, Nick. Good job, mate. And Robbo now is playing the I have every single ball linking out that I spoke of earlier. And this is the thing I love about commentating with you, Steve. You're such a pot positional, aggressive style of player, and I'm not. And we're always going to disagree on a few outs.
Yeah.
And choice of balls. But it gives a good insight to the viewers at home on the different things you can do. And I think this red that...
I think he's in a spot of bother here. This perfect choice of red seems to be not working out.
Well, he's just under-hit a ball, I think.
It's not bad. So
yeah, I mean, he rarely misses one of these long balls when he can get his hand on the table.
Yeah.
It's medium range, really.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Mark miss a chance like this all year, to be fair. So I don't expect him to miss here, although because of the last frame.
Steve, do you play for that ball to the left? Since he denied it to the top left corner, we can assume it doesn't go. So do you run through here and play for the ball in the middle first? The answer is yes. I don't think he'll play the ball.
I think the angle was such that you were moving too far away, like it is now.
Okay,
so I would have been playing for this one and then roll the red in, stun up the table.
You must have a touch of angle away from this last.
So it's nicely dropped in, and that's perfect angle now to just drift up between the 2 yellows near the black. But bear in mind, this table's playing extremely fast right now, so he doesn't have to hit this.
Just a correction on there, Steve. It's not drift, it's float.
Is it float?
Float is the CueballTV word for moving from one end of the table down to the other just nicely.
Oh, he's gone the stun road. Great shot.
Well, I don't think you could put it much better with your hand. Good shot.
So, so Butters will be very disappointed to have
chosen the wrong balls.
To have let go of that opportunity on the great balls that were yellow.
Yeah, look, he did have a huge chance there to go 5-4 up, but look, I don't think he'll drop his head too much. He's got back into this match.
So over in the plate final, which if you've just joined us is $1,000 for the winner. Dale Watson was 2-0 down, and he's pulled it back, but Steve Thomas has pulled away again to a 4-2 lead. And has an excellent chance, but he's just given a frame back to Dale.
I'll tell you what, I just did not think that was on when I looked at that shot. It'll be filthy.
That match may actually go all the way. I reckon it could be an 11-10er.
11-10er, or just to make
I've just got a feeling. It's going to go all the way, that one. Big break from Robbo, gets a ball. How are they looking here? And which colour would you go?
Initial reaction says yellow, but I'm just reassessing. Yellows are tricky because of these 2 balls aside where they're covered. red has a little bit of traffic down this end of the table as well. I think
Reds
I'd take
for me.
yellows.
Oh, goodness, we've disagreed again.
This one's a tricky one for me.
Dan Lynch, would you go red or yellow here? Okay. Just get Dan's opinion.
30 seconds.
This is a tricky. Like, I'm not saying yellow is
it's
definitely
not, yeah.
100% like I did last frame where I thought reds were to go, but I just don't like this yellow that's stuck to the red. Sorry, that's just left of the black.
Yeah, I don't like that yellow on the right hand side.
Oh, there's a couple of yellows I don't like, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this goes to the middle. Oh, never mind. I just didn't even think that was onto the middle.
I don't think it goes in the middle. He's playing it for the one in the bottom left corner. See?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it definitely doesn't go to the middle on that shot.
And then he'll be playing the bottom red near the black into the centre after this. And then the red up in the corner, unless he has to break it out.
He's gone too far.
Yeah, a little bit far.
I'll be able to cannon the black.
So,
but if he does cannon the black, the cannon the black doesn't really help him. He's going to have to stun past it. So this yellow that red that I spoke of is actually becoming a problem.
yeah, so he's just going to roll through, try and get some disturbance. There is some mileage in screwing it back off the rail. And
Steve, why not play it now? Play it long. Play it now. I reckon
that's
you get
true.
through the gap.
I think you're right. Yeah, the gap's there.
To me, it's the shot. I think he's
Yeah,
just
he's lining up now.
realised
He's done the little lineup that he likes to do.
Yes, he does do this little bend the knees, I'll just get down, have a quick look type scenario. Although you will notice he has noticeably slowed down compared to the start of this match when he was
Yes.
everything was going his way.
That's a
I think we're
telling.
going to see him play the long ball here. We do.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, and I have actually
Great shot.
did
And
notice
he
that
called it
just a
very
little
well.
later, but there's still this trickiness to deal with this. Either you've got to get on the plan, or you've got to get on a way where you can duck underneath the other red. So
I wonder if he's straight. Because
Does
it's so
look pretty
hard to
straight.
call the commentary. Oh, hold on, yeah. So I would be screwing this with lots of right-hand side off the rail behind that yellow near the rail.
wow, I think that yellow's a bit close to right to be doing that.
Oh,
I'd
no,
rather
top
run
spin.
through this,
Yeah, top spin he's putting on.
We're a little white. It'll throw a bit, but you should be able to get enough purchases to get right down the table. Where's this white going? See, I think he has to play the plan, Jamo.
Yeah, I'm not a
Unless
big
he can
fan of
drop
this
this in and
posse.
play the red the
don't-
other way.
I'm not a fan of the posse here. I would have done the screw. But
Yeah, no,
technically a harder shot, but I suppose what you're most comfortable with.
well, I think when you go this way, you're guaranteed at least a shot. Whereas if you make contact with that yellow, you're kind of in trouble. So
That's a fair call.
I think he's
So-
just going to try and drop this in dead weight and play
With
the
the
other
plan,
red
yeah.
to the right corner.
30 seconds.
And it's tough against the nap of the cloth. It can drift a little bit.
Has played the plan, played it
Played
very
it very
well.
well indeed. So
Your choice of red, Steve.
yeah.
Steve Thomas says, I don't care about that black eye pot out of turn. I'll take a 5-3 lead.
It's a good point. A lot of players would have caved a bit after that, but he's
5-3,
pulled it
mate.
together. 5-3 up to Steve Thomas.
That was done pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, they've got a wiggle on over there, haven't they?
We're only a frame behind in number of frames played.
So Robbo's
I'm
basically
telling you, he's not flowing like he was.
no, but he's not missing though. He's really played very carefully and made sure of these frames.
Yeah, he's gone back to full knuckle down mode.
And
So
that's
he's played
not,
it really badly.
not amazing, is it?
Should probably still be okay, but
Probably chuck this in the right middle.
yep.
And he did miss a black in that middle pocket earlier in the match, so those sort of things do tend to stay with players.
Was very thin that, and then did try and blame the 30-second call as well to us afterwards.
So I'm sure he won't be thinking about that. It should be just an elementary chop into the middle.
Worried about the in-off in the corner here, actually. Oh, that was
It's
nowhere
well
near it.
played. So very important frames. Very. That is
6-4.
Robbo on full power there. I can tell you.
Look at this break. This is how you're supposed to break, ladies and gents. And what do you take here,
Lovely
Steve?
smash. Well, whatever you wouldn't, probably.
Well, I'm taking yellows. Only because of those two reds on the left-hand side.
I'd probably go reds.
I thought you would. Just
because
you want to get an extraction, right?
Well, I don't. I'd rather an extraction than a ball on a rail, to be honest with you. I'm weird like that.
Well, you can run this through and play the yellow along the rail as a shot to nothing. So if it doesn't go in, it sits over the pocket and gives you coverage. That's that's how I look at things when I'm potting out. But once again, I'm wrong. Stupid game.
No, you're not necessarily wrong.
There's only two things that can be happening here, Steve, with me pretty much choosing the incorrect option that the players have happened every time. Either I'm always wrong and don't know what the hell I'm talking about or doing, or all you guys out there playing are imbeciles. Now I'm going to go with option 2. No, it really is horses for courses, and it's how you approach the out. Like I said, I play the run through, I play the little shot to nothing, sort of trying to get the, if it sits over the hole, I get coverage. This is all eggs in one basket. You've got to get the cannon right. It's
the thing is, though, I think the reason I go reds here as well is the reds are both on in the middle pocket or potentially the bottom right corner. If they weren't, then I might go the other way, but. If you like balls down the rail, then yellow's obviously fine.
Well, it's only really one ball, isn't it? And like I said, you're playing it as a shot to nothing. But it's see, he's better get himself in trouble here.
Yeah.
I just said he's jumped over. I just said that was your shit, right?
Jamie's winding Robbo up, but yeah, we thought you did well to recover from that frame. Yeah, and
well, Steve Thomas has actually smashed the crap out of that, played a horrible shot.
So Robbo's going to sit down. We're going to just do a little interview. So, how do you feel the match has gone so far, Mark?
Yeah, good match so far, I think. I think we're both breaking well. Both missed a couple of little opportunities, but I think we've both made some pretty good shots as well. Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty good match so far.
What do you think the key will be in the second half after this small break? What's your strategy?
Where I was when Pete made a bit of a comeback, there was a couple of outs that I didn't make, and Pete's really good at end-game mop-ups. Like, he doesn't really often make many mistakes like that. So all the 50-50 outs, not to take them on. Do not take them on. I knocked a couple back early in the match, and he ended up having to try and play some big shots and didn't make them. He's also played a couple of big shots, but he's going to do that. So basically, just slow and steady.
So pretty much, Steve, exactly what I said he was going to do.
Yeah, Jamie's called it again. And
I have yet to call what choice of ball someone's going to take yet, though, Robbo.
And we'll just grab Pete Butterworth in a second when he gets back from the toilet.
Steve Thomas has actually
there's
tried
been a
to
lot
pot
of
that.
there's
It won't
actually
be filthy that it's gone over the pocket quite neatly.
There's been quite a bit of debate, Mark, on yellows or reds on each frame, and Jamie and I have had differing opinions on it, but very interesting. Yeah, we mainly, I think, Butter's choice of reds or yellows a couple of times. Yellows in the last frame I thought were better. And Jamie thought reds were better. That was when Peter put the first extraction in yellow over the ball in the middle, near the middle. Yeah. So we're, excuse me, so Peter's just coming back now, so we'll give Peter a little interview. Hey Pete. Well, mate, so you got back into the match and in with a chance. How do you feel it's going?
Yeah, he's pitched the last couple, but yeah, from 4-0 to 4-all, I think, with a mistake from him, but it's probably got a little bit to do with putting a bit of pressure on him, which no one seems to ever be able to do in this competition. So, yeah, glad I'm at least making it a match for you. So, yeah, feeling pretty good out there now. I could not get control of the white in the first few frames. I was all over the shop, but then. Yeah, nice solid out, which was in position half the time, which is more often than I usually do. Good safety shot there, Jamie. I'm sure you would have picked that one off. Pushed his yellow past the middle pocket.
I did see it.
And got that frame, and yeah, so feeling nice.
That's good. And the what were you thinking on that black down the rail? You enjoy that one?
I did enjoy it. I didn't enjoy what I left myself with a pretty good shot. I thought I was a bit stiff to only have that option. As soon as I hit it, I thought I got good contact on it here, and I was left with bugger all. But yeah, if you notice though, it's drifting out a little bit to the left. That shot where he's cut the black in and fouled on my red, he was about to land hard on that black, and it's just drifted around enough for him to have a crack at it. So in hindsight, the rolls actually helped me there. Shot.
And what's your strategy for the rest of the match?
Mate, my strategy is the same as if I'm playing in a practice game or in any match. I play my natural game, which is more attacking than most, and try and make stuff happen. And against Robbo, look, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and he's going to tie up frames, and he's going to play the right shots and the safe shots, and that's where my game, if it's working, is good against him, because I can create stuff. So.
Well done, mate. Great match to watch for us and for the neutrals at home, and good luck in the second half.
Thanks very much, mate.
All right, so we'll this frame here has just turned a little tactically after a couple of ugly little shots, and I've actually lost track of who's on what because I was just listening to the interview. I think Steve's on the yellows.
I think he might be he's shaping up for a red here.
And
so,
once again, I picked the wrong balls that he was on. I am a genius tonight. Absolute moron I am.
So there's quite a bit can go wrong on this positional shot off the next red, assuming it goes in.
Yeah, he does need to just... I think the problem for this shot, like you're saying, Steve, is he's got to get a perfect full ball contact on the red.
It is a natural angle though with topspin, I think. So it's not beyond the realms, but he looks like he's putting.
I reckon he's actually got
middle
to use a bit of right hand side here, Steve. I reckon he's actually trying to sit it, to be honest. No, he's tried to hold the white.
Oh, he tried to hold it. Goodness me.
I didn't think that was possible, actually.
There was too much angle on that ball. If it was a slow table, maybe. But
I think the only way you're going to hold that is if you actually try and drop it in off the jaw. So you hit it straight as possible, just gliding off the jaw, and then.
Or do a full-on drag shot.
But he's actually forced to try and take this miracle cut on now. He doesn't have a choice.
No, there's not many options here, is there? He could play a really containing safety, but there's not much point, I don't think.
There's not really even a containing safety. Well,
I mean, you could push the red onto the yellow, and
it's a dead rubber shot. He's actually looking at playing off the yellow. He's actually got to play that with a decent amount, not smash it, but a decent amount of pace to play off at half ball. Very tough shot.
But he's then just lined up the pot again, so I think this is the pot he's going for.
He's got to go to the pot here.
Because I don't think he wants to move that yellow off the rail. But which is it? Do you think he's potting it, or
he's hitting it thin enough to go for the pot?
Yeah.
It's a tough shot though, so...
I mean, the yellow you would think would cannon back into the white and send it up towards the black, so...
He keeps looking at the yellow, Steve.
Yeah, I reckon...
No, he's definitely playing off the yellow now.
Off the yellow, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a tough shot. He's hit it too full.
Yeah, so great opportunity for Dale, who in his spare time is a keen collector of succulent plants.
That is not gay at all.
And he actually sells them a lot on buy swap sell sites. I often see Dale with lots of cacti pictures.
I did
and,
hear that Dale was a bit of a home florist.
He does make quite a good bit of cash on the side, unless the taxman's listening in, then he doesn't make any cash.
You did tell me this, Steve, I think last week, and I did forget to give him a hard time about it, but I will be sure to do it at the end of the match.
And we've got Johnny Bonello, who's tuning in tonight behind us here, who's a keen youngster who's getting into the game of 8-ball. And he's playing in the Bar 8 amateur comp, the $10 comp, which is being played tonight, which happens every Monday.
Steve Tran has actually been turning up at robbing and thieving.
Yep, Steve does like to win a
money.
Pool comp every now and again.
The only thing Steve Tran is missing is one of those black buckets with a hole where the eyes go.
So 6-4 Robbo, and at the table. Is this off the break or?
I think it is. I could be wrong actually. It looks like it's an open table because there's no balls down.
Okay, so
yeah, it's Butters broke. That's right. So it's open table. It's actually a
slather. So
this is actually probably the type of table Robbo would have liked because it's clustery.
yeah, I think he's going to try and go red here by potting the yellow onto the red.
Well, if he does do that, then he's definitely taking the out on.
Yeah, I think he will.
Played that well, but he just hasn't hit hard enough because he wanted to clear the yellow away from the path, and as you just saw him wave his arm in disgust.
I thought the better way would have been to put it slower and leave the red on the the yellow on the cushion.
Yeah, it's a tougher shot though, like trying to play it soft, you know, because obviously there is a touch of drift. I just felt he should have just punched it and just got the yellow right out of there.
We've got a nice crowd in tonight. We've got James Placella has just stepped in the room.
Jimmy Placella has been popping his head in and keeping an eye on this tournament throughout the season.
Yeah, he's been supporting it really well, and so thanks for coming down all the time, Jim.
This must go. So now,
Yeah.
well, it did go. I don't think he thought it went. He's just stood up as if to say, how did that go? He's trying to sit
It's
that
almost
over
as
the
if,
chip.
he did try and set it over, didn't he?
He wanted to put the brakes on. And the real problem now is this red that he's closest to. I don't think it doubles his shot.
And remember Mark's strategy as well at the half-time. He said, I don't want to go for outs that aren't there. If it's more than 50% chance of getting it, I'll go for it, he said. So with that in mind, he should, for example, here pull up.
Yeah, the thing is, it's actually too hard to just pull up here because you offer yourself no cover at all.
Yeah.
So he's either going to play the triple here.
Triple or the double.
I didn't think this double's on, but I could be wrong.
I would probably be taking the red on the right, check side across the table
like
to
he's
promote
playing
the red. I'm not a fan of this option here.
We are now. Oh, I thought that was in, but he's got a look. Well, no, it doesn't make a huge difference. Well, it just puts a little bit of extra complication in this.
That's
ball
true.
Obviously available to middles, so. Yeah,
So Butters will be happy. This is a good chance in his book.
Yeah, and he has this ball on the rail that can just play it down the corner. It's a bit of a sort of safety mind type shot with that red down the bottom.
I think he'll double that yellow, won't he?
You think he'll double it?
If it's near the middle pocket, you tell me, Jamie. Ben Noonan told me if there's a ball near the middle or close-ish to the middle on the rail, he would deliberately play it onto that for a double.
Yeah, he does do that a lot, actually.
The only thing was when I do it doesn't go in.
I think you need to see what else is on the tail when you play for a double. You've got to remember the white ball's going to be coming off one or two cushions, going the opposite way to the flow of this particular traffic. So you'd want to be on a ball afterwards. But I'm surprised he didn't screw off that last ball a little bit.
Yeah, me too. It's just giving him some unnecessary work here. So he's
taking this ball down the rail.
But aren't these on if he misses?
What a shot this is. That is an excellent shot.
It's a great containing
And
safety
he'll
shot.
be actually wrapped that didn't go in.
And notice as well, which I didn't legislate for, was his deliberate positioning of that white ball onto that cluster. Because I was looking at it thinking that's suicide if that doesn't cover the kick. But he actually put the white in such a position where it would have been really hard for Marc to pot.
Yeah, I think he just felt it was the only shot on to play rather than he was looking at that cut on that yellow. Still don't know why he didn't screw off that, but maybe he thought it was a tough shot to screw
30
off.
seconds.
Maybe he knows something about that pocket we don't. But yeah, Robbo's got he's still got a chance. It's a really, but he's actually forced here to play one of those harder than 50% outs. He's actually got no choice but to take these on. There's no safety.
Well, yeah, and even if the safety percentage value is not high, is it? Just as well
He's got to take
have
this
a dip.
out on Jamo. There's no choice. There's no safety here at all, and he knows it. Didn't want to make contact with that ball there.
It's not bad. I think it cuts, but
he
it's
actually
mighty
doing?
thin.
I think Jojo's just might have said foul.
What's that?
But Butters didn't seem to think so. I certainly didn't see anything. Not that I was actually focusing on that.
No, there didn't
Dan
appear to
will
be
bring
a
up
foul.
replay though.
Didn't appear to be any foul going on. But yeah, the replay might be coming.
So here's a replay of what we just saw.
Great camera work from Dan. You'll see shortly.
30 seconds.
You're just going to miss this shot, folks. He's just going to glance off anyway, so you're not going to miss much. But clever shot there from Robbo, but he still left the ball over the hole, but knowing that, well, Pete commits, his balls will be on if he doesn't get the out. So here we go. It looked fine to me. I think she's just seen a bit of shadow. Can be deceiving sometimes, the shadow.
Looks fine. So I wonder if on this yellow over the hole, if he goes for the pot, wonder if, similar to that black, whether it will hug the rail a little bit, this one. Remember?
I don't think he'll hit it that soft, Jamo.
I don't think he will either, but if he does glide it...
He's not even going to play it.
this
This
other yellow's on, so change of plan.
That's a
lovely
very
safety.
smart shot. And there's the underrated tactical game of Peter Butterworth coming out.
very
You just
strong.
don't see it because he never does it. But that is a very clever shot. And he has fully stamped his dominance on this frame for the time being. Robbo has no choice but to cover up here.
Just cover the yellow.
And that is the correct shot, but he's
That's
underhit by
underhit.
probably half a foot.
Yep.
His main concern there was he didn't leave a shot on that shot.
Yeah. So we've got Steve Thomas here who's going to do a quick interview. They've had the mid-session interview at the for the plate final. It's 5 frames all. How are you playing, Steve, and how's the match going from your perspective?
Well, both of us have done some good things, and both of us have made some bad mistakes, I would say. It's definitely a different table tonight with the brand new cloth. I think it's caught us both out a couple times. And I suppose 5 all's a pretty just scoreline.
We saw I think you were 4-2 up, and you pot the black out of turn accidentally, you pot a red, but then you quickly fired back and ran a racket within a minute. So it obviously didn't affect you that much. But do you ever? We've asked all the players this. What's your strategy going into the second half of this match?
Yeah. Well, I feel definitely if it's an open chance like I had for that break, I definitely feel confident. But just when you have to get that precise little shot, sometimes that'll just put you off. You try and be too careful, overthink the shot. So if I can stamp that out and I get some good breaks and balls down, I definitely feel confident. But, I'm sure he's feeling pretty confident as well, coming back and winning that frame. You know, I felt like the frame beforehand. So he definitely showed he's feeling confident too by the way he just potted that last one out. A decider.
Steve has decided that he has chosen 11-10 as a result. He doesn't want to pick a winner anymore.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Anyway, Mark and Peter, it's been a good match, or? Yeah. No, I'd imagine. Yeah, that's good. Oh wow, he's come back. Important frame here. Important visit.
Well, he's got two.
Got two.
He's got two here, so he'll definitely go there. Oh, look at this. What
Yeah,
a
he should get
nightmare. He's
those.
all right.
Ooh. Not as comfortable you'd like to be, but anyway, thanks for that, guys. Catch up with you.
Thanks, mate. And here comes Dale now. So we'll just finish off this other interview, guys, and then we'll get back into things. So, Dale, you were trailing. You're back to 5-all. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, slowly starting to relax at the table. I think bit of a topsy-turvy match so far. We've both had a couple of good games, both made a few mistakes along the way. So I guess being 5-all, that's probably a good sign of proceeding so far. Yeah, just hopefully can settle down a little bit more at the table and stop making so many mistakes.
So, any strategies for the remainder of the match, or?
No, just try and limit time at the table, and if it's there, make sure of it, and if it's not there, play the smart move and just try and hold the game into my advantage.
Oh, well, good luck, mate, and we're actually hoping it goes to 10-all, just because we want to see it for the crowd.
Yep, no,
But
10
we don't
alls.
want you to finish at 1 a.m, mate, because
I don't mind 10 alls. I don't mind 10 alls, so if I can get to 10 all and not 11-9 down, I'll be happy, mate.
All right, thanks for that, mate.
All right, no worries.
Good luck
Thanks,
for the
guys.
rest.
Cheers.
All right, so Butters, Robbo actually, you're probably watching on your screen, Robbo tried to cover up that yellow and it just rolled a little.
Oh, did it roll off?
It rolled a little
okay.
bit, just drifted a touch. I could tell by his body reaction, it definitely did it too, but I could tell.
Okay.
And gave Butters the 2. But that was all because of the very good shot that Butters played previous to that to put the pressure on him.
And Butters, in fairness, in that frame, beating Mark at his own game in a tactical battle, it's a real there's a real match on here.
Well, Robbo denied like I said, I felt he had to go for the out, even though it was ridiculously hard. He played the safety and got out-thought. So, Butters got to be feeling awesome now.
He must feel great, yeah.
Oh, and as I say that, he just
commentator's curse.
And Robbo will
So
say, I will take reds now.
Still an open
Butters.
table. So yeah,
Yellows or red, Steve?
I would agree with. Hold on.
30 seconds, Steve.
Yeah, red's just, but only just. I like doubling the top red.
And just while Robbo is playing a couple of shots here,
Or I tried to extract it there in the first shot, which was quite cute.
I will need to mention this, otherwise I may never get a result for the next 2 weeks. The ladies VPPL singles is on Grand Final Eve, which is the Friday. So be tuning in for that. I will be commentating that along with a couple other people as well. And Steve has pulled out because he's a girl and decided to go to Singapore instead. And
yeah, it was a tough call, Jamie.
Yeah, it would have been. But this basically is the same format as this. I think it's just a race to 7 instead. And there's a couple of big matches happening with Colby Poole playing Rio. and I think Linda Element is playing. I cannot remember. I'm sure she'll yell at me for not remembering this since I had a look at the draw. But anyway, that is happening this Friday, so be sure to tune in. It'll be a long day, so you'll have plenty of good pool to watch because there's a lot of matches to get through.
So, Robbo just missing that double.
He smashed it actually. And
Yeah, it was a stun though, I think, and that threw the angle a bit wider. Because the white was near the rail, I don't think he could screw it into it too much.
yeah, it didn't even look on to me, to be honest. I think he played it out of more frustration than anything.
So Butter's on yellows here. Yellow's not looking too bad now.
Now, how's he landed on this yellow that's the bottom of the two on the right-hand side there?
I think he's playing for the one in bulk here.
I actually think he was playing for the ball I just said, but he's got no choice but to play this one now. Because
I think you're right, yeah, I think he was
you always want to get
shaping
rid
up
of
for
one
that
ball
one.
that's covering another as soon as possible. Just limits your out so much. And once again,
Oh,
he's
has he hit
fallen
it?
short.
Oh, might have to do the they call it a train here, don't they?
Yeah, plant. He does play these well.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. Michael Scarry was saying it was saying live billiards on the. Dan was just telling us something technical which I don't understand. So we'll go back to the game.
Yeah, for those that are friends have links or whatever, it's basically saying live billiards because it just won't update quick enough on Facebook. So this is pool though. Dan's already betrayed us once and gone and covered the billiard instead of 8 ball.
Yeah.
Disgraceful effort, I might add.
I did tune in to watch 5 minutes of it the other day.
I watched 35 seconds of it, and there was just a guy tapping a ball, then tapping a ball, then tapping a ball, and tapping a ball. I said, "Oh, what are they replaying the same shot 50,000 times?" But no, they were actually, that's how the game goes. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, very skillful game.
I do give the game a hard time, and that's just because I'm terrible at it. So, to all you billiards lovers out there, I do apologise. I'm just having a bit of a joke.
30 seconds.
So Butter's on yellows here. They're involved in another tactical battle. So cue the Jamie Stevens commentary.
That's not a bad shot from Butters, but I think all Butters is just wanting to open the balls up a bit because Robbo does have that awkward red on the left-hand side of the table, although it is in a position, as you said, Steve, where you can play the double quite nicely.
I don't know if the double's that easy. I think it might be too close to the middle for the double, unless he chops it back.
Well, the thing is, when you do play for doubles like that, you tend to play them for the reverse double. They're actually easier to judge than trying to land on them straight.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
So how's that looking? Not bad.
He's going to play for the extraction after the shot.
Yeah, he'll have a beautiful angle after this right-hand red.
It'll actually be filthy with that black sky because it's just really limited where that red will go. It's just next to it.
Oh yeah.
And this is actually, if that black had travelled up the table another half a foot, I reckon Robbo would have already been down on this next red.
Well, I can see the way you can go here. So red extract, red off the left red.
I don't even reckon he'll do it. I reckon he's going to look for a safety.
Nah, he's definitely going out
I
here.
reckon he's going for it.
So he's going to leave himself an angle for the extraction, extract the red, and then his last, he'll drop in the red on the right-hand side of the table, and leave the white between where the yellow and the red is.
You're presuming, though, that the ball that he extracts, Steve, he's going to land on. And as I said,
Goodness
he's playing
me.
a safety.
Goodness me.
I don't think he actually had the angle either.
Oh, didn't he?
No, I think he was going into the yellow, so...
Lovely, lovely pot there from Peter.
That's true Butters style.
Yeah.
And this plant looks
Does-
perfect too. Oh, look at that. Good angle there from Dan. This looks pretty nice.
Does it? Yeah, I can't tell if it's straight on or.
Either way, he's going to be stunning off it, so he's got the bottom of the two yellows. There
Nicely
you go.
played. Oh, hold on. He should be okay. He's left himself bridging over the red, which just impacts the difficulty level a little bit.
Yeah, he might, depending on his angle, if he's dead straight, he might just stun the white dead and just play the yellow in the middle.
Yeah, the middle pockets are not too bad here. I think there's some value in that, but no, he's played it well.
He had angle, he's played it well.
And this looks like it could be 6-all. I think.
Game on.
I think Robbo will be regretting laying up there.
Well, as I said, he's
Because there was only one dead ball, mate.
to be honest, if I was going to play safety there, I would have played the dead ball.
I see. Yep. But we can't turn back time. So, or Robbo can't. Now that
didn't play that as well as
isn't the best shot Pete's played.
But Pete does like to make things challenging on himself.
And he's playing this straight away. He's not composing himself a little bit longer.
Here's a good shot of his queuing and
Tough
does
pot.
require good queuing. He's played it
He's played it
well.
really well. That, folks, is a top shot.
And Butters says, Jamie Stevens, Steve Jamieson, your 11-6 prediction can no longer be correct
Yes.
if Robbo doesn't win 5
You
frames in a
can
row.
eat your 11-6 prediction, he says.
And once again, another tactical battle. Going
So
to
maybe
assume
we've got
that-
2 11-10ers tonight.
Look, it's looking on track for it.
So who's up here? This is Dale.
He's on the yellows. He's in a tough
Yellows.
spot.
That's tricky. What would you be doing here?
I'm actually just assessing. He's actually in a world of hurt. I am honestly.
Would
I
you
actually want to get another yellow.
another yellow on top of that second one?
Yeah, I want to smother this as much as I can.
Yeah. I think he's playing the snooker.
Now, if you do want to follow that tactical frame, it is in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen.
Yeah.
Another
So this was a Butters
Pretty
break,
big break.
and I think something went down. Yellow went down.
Yeah, and he'll take reds.
Yeah.
Is that right, Steve?
Let me just check. Hold on.
You've
Yeah.
taken a long time
Yeah.
to decide that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very obvious.
It's reds.
I'm a bit worried about you now, Steve. I think I was right all those other times now.
I'm just waiting for the cues from looking at Butters' body language to.
Just giving that enough.
I think he's played that quite well, hasn't he?
And you could just
He'll-
sense some momentum shift in this
Yeah,
match.
yeah, he's really in good shape here, isn't he?
He's just, well, he's doing what he actually said in his interview. He's just basically going for it, and
Yeah.
he's just trying to put Robbo under pressure by playing his natural game.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, that's actually a disastrous result.
That will hurt. That's such an unnecessary snooker and a little bit stiff. But
I actually would have just stunned off that myself, but yeah.
I was thinking of just dropping it in and trying to put that yellow a little bit on the rail or closer to the rail than this.
Yeah. Anything but that basically
Yeah.
is okay, but
I think he was really keen to get an angle on that middle red to go backwards, back up to bulk.
yeah, I think you're right, mate.
That's why he's done it that way. And I think, can he get through to that red on the left? So yeah, so he's gone for the pace rather than just the drop in. I think he can reach this, or no, he's going off the
Oh, look
cush.
at this. I thought he was $1.04 to pot that actually.
Yeah, he usually gets them.
And now Robbo will go into these two, I reckon.
Yeah,
Can
he'll.
control this plant pretty. In fact, the angle looks absolutely perfect.
So Robbo here, does he hit this and try and hit the first yellow half ball and leave the white where the
No,
yellow
I
is,
want
or
to hit it- I want
do
to
you hit it
thin.
quarter
I
ball?
want him to quarter ball and play the plant across, natural.
I've got a feeling he's going to just stun into it and leave himself
As long
the
as
ball
you- as
down
long
the
as you're
rail.
on something, you're okay. But I honestly think Robbo needs to speed back up and get his pace, get his flow back that he
Yeah,
had. He played the shot you said, Steve, he just underhit it a little bit.
Yeah.
All the place, snooker.
Yeah, I think the plan is probably not on actually.
Looks thin, and he's actually got to overcut this to catch the the top side of the other yellow. So
The question is it an easy snooker? I think the second yellow he just rolls into, doesn't he?
if that's not a possibility, then he's going to have to play a stun shot on the other one.
I think he's just going to roll into the one nearest the pocket
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I do. I
And-
roll
and-
under the underside of it.
and just make sure he hits the rail afterwards.
Looks like he's hitting the first one.
He seems to be. Or was it just?
Oh, there you go. It was still fine.
Should be okay, or is it?
I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's happy. His body language says it's okay. So Butters now will be shaping up to pot this red on the right hand side in the middle, which is a pretty routine shot for Peter.
Just asked for a total, and Jojo says total granted.
Yeah. So do you think he'll go off the left rail and try and pot the one in the middle, nearest the middle pocket?
I think he'll do whatever I don't think of. No, but honestly, I think he will actually try and play the same shot as he played before and just be a direct pot into the
The pot.
right centre. Yeah.
He's got a chance of hitting 2 balls here. Oh, that's mightily close. What an effort.
Yeah, big effort that.
Yeah, really good effort.
I'll tell
It
you
is
what, that
surprising
guy's-
how close he comes to potting those shots, isn't it, all the time?
His judge of angles is sensational.
Yeah.
And I think it is attributed down to the fact that he's in that position so much.
Yeah. But he goes for them in practice all the time, where other players would do a different shot, and
Yeah, he does practice.
because he plays them all the time, yeah.
He does practice that style of shot a lot. I mean, when you play the way that Pete does, and if you're having an off day and you're not getting your outs, you're going to get snookered a lot. And so you've got to have that as your backup. And he does apply a different type of pressure, Butters. He applies that pressure of, well, I don't care if you snooker me because I'll just get out of it.
Yeah, it's very difficult to play against when he's flowing. So Robbo here,
And
I think he's a bit straight.
I don't think Robbo's actually played that well this match. He started off all right, but I think he's actually pretty average now.
I
For
think
his stand.
Peter's put him under a bit of pressure, and it's sustained pressure. It's not just a couple of frames here and there. It's been sustained pressure.
Yeah, I think Robbo's done it to himself. I think he's allowed his own rhythm to be upset.
I think the 32nd. Oh, hold on. That table's so fast, and it has covered, I think. I'm
I have to
I'm
ask
pretty
the
sure that's
question,
covered.
Did he really play this yellow to left centre? No, left corner? No, he didn't. He played to play it in the right corner, so he's overhit it by a mile.
The table's really fast.
Yeah, it certainly has played on the bed along the centre area of the table. It's played extremely quick.
One thing I will mention there, though, is, and I think it's because I played snooker in the past, I don't mind those screw shots with reverse side. Especially with the small white, it's so easy to get lots of reverse side on the white.
Yeah.
And I would have been loading that up to make sure that I don't go near that pocket.
Yep, I understand. And
But,
I just personally don't play the shot well at all, Steve, so I'll leave those ones to you.
I mean, Rob was a great cueist. I would expect him to be able to do that shot. But
I
maybe,
just think he was meant to land 2 foot shorter than he did, and just played it to the right corner.
Yeah.
He's done off a side cushion, then he's got that bottom or the top of the 2. He's going to go across table now and just try and nestle on this yellow.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The
really
one-
well played.
He couldn't have played any better
That-
because it was fine. It wasn't a foul. I think they're just having a bit of a joke amongst themselves.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there. Good.
I think Butters just said foul, just mucking around to him, and Robbo's like, what?
Yeah, that. I mean, if you look at the way the balls are here, Jamie, how big is that shot?
It's massive, especially at 6-all. And like I said, Butters almost pulled out of the snooker pot in the middle of the shot before. And I reckon he's going to go for it again. He's going to have to use a bit of the left-hand side off the side cushion. But I reckon he's going to take that shot on again.
Yeah, I think so.
Mostly because he doesn't really have a choice. But he has other ideas.
Can he get through to this one in the middle? I think he's swerving this one over here in the middle.
I think this is less percentage than going cross table aside, though, Steve.
I agree, but maybe he can. Maybe he's trying to cut it back into the right corner.
Oh my God, what a result that is. That is there's not a chance
think
in
he can
hell
get
he
through
played
here.
to do that.
Actually, I would like a replay of that, but Dan's not here to give it to us. But yeah, that I wasn't sure. I mean, the way the shots resulted tells me he may have actually played that.
Look, he's tried to hit a full ball, yes, and leave the white ball down there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
man, he's got lucky to get it right. That's all I'm going to say.
I think this does actually pass through the gap. It's very tight, but I think I'm going to call it that it makes the gap.
Well, Robbo may have to go across table himself if there is no
And he
gap.
might put a trace of left-hand side on the white ball going against the nap to push it back into the yellow. Oh no, he's going off the cush.
Yeah, there's something wrong. I'm calling shots correctly all of a sudden. And he has taken it on, and no good. What's the problem?
We've got a situation with Dale Watson and Steve Thomas, and
It's loss of front then, if you want to call it that. This is serious, all serious fouls are loss of front. Got to replace the ball.
we're just having a rules discussion here.
Yeah, we'll let them sort that out.
Yeah, so back to the match. Sorry everyone. So Butters has managed to get out of jail here.
He's going to play this give this a little bit, Steve.
This
These
is
are
very
sometimes.
tricky. In fact, I would be going the long pot here. I wouldn't be trying to move this ball too much because that angle is so fine. And right
Oh,
enough,
wow, that actually
he's
is a
going for
way
the
harder shot than it looks like on camera. It's much further up the rail than you
Yeah,
think.
this is just a plain ball topspin.
So now he's
That's
decided-
not bad.
This is still a really
Still
hard shot.
tricky.
Yeah, this is a 3/4 of a foot down the rail, this shot, even though it is off a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
missable.
So just drop it in and then long black.
Good shot.
Well played.
Now, we did see Pete miss something similar to this earlier. He's got his hand on the table now, so he should be all right. No, he's done it again. He's just
Done it
twitching
again.
He's twitching off those medium range, just off straight shots.
Yeah, Pete will be disappointed with that. He's really back in the match there. That could.
Filthy.
He's called it as a twitch. We thought it was a big kick.
But as I just came over and said that's a big twitch, so he recognises. I knew it was a twitch.
He's got a great sense of humour, Pete, even in
I actually want to punch him because
situations
he
like
didn't do that against me last week, so he deserves a punch.
It's always the way, isn't it, Jamie?
No, that's all right. That's just basically what pressure is, and you just saw a lot of movement there, a lot of movement on that back arm.
So this looks routine for Robbo, although the Blacks got a bit of twitch factor about it.
It's actually funny. I look at Pete's queuing action. Not that I'm one to talk about actions, but there's so much room between his cue and his body that you can actually and all this potential movement for arm.
Yeah.
It's not tight and compact like you see in, say, your classic cue. So even Robbo is a good example. Ben Noonan's very compact. You can actually, it's hard to see with the shadow there, I think, but you can actually see there's heaps of room, and you actually saw him pull his arm out.
Yeah.
If you're more compact, it's very difficult to do that. Your action, Steve, is very sound.
Cheers.
It's something that I think, as he gets older as well, and gets the nerves get greater as you get older.
Do they? Is that true?
They do. You might be an exception to the rule, Steve, but you tend you just basically you just tend to just shake a little bit more as you get older, no matter who you are. Like,
That's not good. I'll turn 40 this year.
well, so do I, mate. That's why I've retired.
Lovely shot from Mark there to promote the black. It's
you what,
gone
it's
just a tad further than he wanted.
Absolutely, this is thin. Actually, no, it's fine.
Should be
the camera just makes it look harder.
Yeah,
It's
it
actually
should be
not hard.
okay. Did miss one of these earlier.
Played
The
that one
white's
well.
okay as well, so
So
nicely
a
done.
big
And,
let off there, 7-6 it could have been for Butters,
So-
but it's not.
Can Butters just get over that mini speed bump?
So just another shout out to Mick Scary, because I know he's watching his ex-husband play. You should be here, mate, collecting your $2.50 or whatever it is you won for the season.
Yep. So, do you actually collect? Can you collect the door prize which is $900? Everyone, they do a draw at the end of the tournament,
Surely you've got to be here for that.
And we actually have a rule debate going on here. Which, if anyone is gun on the rules, please can you phone Joanne Brown's mobile if you've got her number. Donny Colbert in particular, or maybe anyone who's a gun on the rules, please call Joe Brown, because they've got a debate on the other table, in which that match is 5 frames all between Dale Watson and Steve Thomas. There's been an issue with
Did you know he was going to foul, or did you work it out afterwards?
So we believe there was someone had 2 shots. They've played the first shot and then forgotten that they had a second shot or something. So if anyone could, don't know the situation in detail, but we'll stay on point with this match for now.
Are the balls respondable or not?
So Rob will dry break, and Butters at the table. And it looks as though probably yellows will be the call here. And he might choose to take the yellow in the middle to do a mini extraction of the one on the left rail. That's one way of going. Or he does have an easy opener on reds to the left corner, which is also an option. He might do that. Looks like he's going to go the reds. So he's gone for the reds against my my thought process there. And I think they've reached a conclusion on that rule debate over there. But we'll get back to the match. And Butters is going to try this red off the yellow, or at the minimum leave it over the kick. And he's got it. I think he was kind of expecting that to stay over the hole, so Peter's a little bit forced into having a go at this out now. Nicely taken. So giving himself a good chance of the out here. So Jamie's just joining us again after the rules debate.
Yeah,
So we've got dry break from Robbo, and Butters going out on reds when I thought yellows were the ball.
Okay, I didn't get to choose, but I'm sure I thought reds were the balls. Maybe not anymore.
Okay, so he's putted a few really good shots there, but missed a missable one to the middle. So Robbo with 2 dead balls. Will he go for it?
No. Unless he can extract this black, he will not take this out on.
Yeah, the black doesn't even double, so
See, when you're flying, right, Steve, and I mean flying,
yeah.
that black is not hard. you don't even think about it as long as you can get behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you're just not worried about it. But when you're just a little tentative,
Rob was just looking at how can I extract that black at the moment. So
yeah,
I think you're right. He's just going to chuck this over the hole. I think.
No, he's definitely potting this.
Is he?
He's actually looking at that
Okay.
yellow that he had his hand over.
Yeah.
That goes to the left. So he's actually looking at getting an angle on that to play that in the middle and come off the back cushion and get the black out. That's what he's looking at.
Okay.
Get a full ball contact on that black. It just a bit of dead weight. He's on the ball in the middle,
Okay.
and then he's got the out. That's what he wants to do.
I actually think he's going to try and get on the ball, the yellow on the right hand side to get the black out, and try and land somewhere just off straight on it. But that's probably completely off the mark.
Which one?
I was thinking he was going to go for the right hand yellow, land semi straight,
Oh, okay,
screw up to
the
get the
rail.
black. But he's gone his way, which is obviously the much better than my way.
Well, I actually don't know how he's doing this now. Because that shot that I suggested, it was too hard
Oh, I
to
see what
play.
he's doing. He's going to drop this in, and I think he's going to play the yellow in the middle of those into the right centre and come up and in and out of bulk.
That's not
to
happening,
get the-
Steve.
It's not happening?
Not with this white.
Oh, yeah, he's going to take the dead
He's got
ball
too much
first.
angle.
So will it be the shot after this, if he takes this one down the rail? Just
I
a
think
soft
he's
screw
actually-
back, and then
I think
yellow
he's
in
getting
the
to
right
the
middle.
point now where he's just got to back himself to get on it.
yeah, I think he has. It feels like he needs to go here and go 8-6 up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what he's doing, Steve. He's basically potting this. He's going to pot the yellow that's near the black.
He's going off the red here, by the way. He's trying to pot this off the red.
I do not see the point in this. I see absolutely
I don't
no
either.
point.
This is a silly shot, but I would be playing this.
I ask you,
Yellow
I
in
ask
the
you
middle
this
with-
question, Steve. You've got a great angle here to basically play this top through.
Yeah.
Get yourself pretty straight on the ball. It's just the left of black. Stun that in. You've got a great angle just to stun just before the centre pocket, and you've got the black, and you're right behind it to the corner. He's just thinking this black can't be pot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he's got a perfect angle right now to play exactly what I just said.
He could stun this in with a heap of right hand side off the left cushion, bulk cushion,
But
and into
there's
the
just
black.
no need. You're relying on too much luck. You
Yeah.
just got to back your potting power here.
Oh, he's going up to the corner.
Well, he actually had more angle than I thought, so
Really
I
good
apologise
shot.
for that.
And he's landed where I thought he might try earlier. He wants to be just off straight here, and I think
He's
he's
got the wrong
pinching.
angle.
He's pinching a bit of the pocket here. So
He's going back out of the centre table though.
it's
with the shot.
anywhere but straight here would have been fine. He may even have to. He must be able to just screw this back up. At least, if not, get. Oh, he's going for topspin here. Now he's changed his mind.
I think he's going out centre. I don't think he can go up to the right hand side of the table on this, can he? You think he can pinch enough angle to go right
It's
side?
difficult to tell. I think if he plays it with bottom, then he is. Now he's going for the yellow into the green pocket. Top spinning it round.
That was actually a suicide shot.
I
That
never
was-
liked that. It never looked like the right shot, did it? But we'll.
That's because it just wasn't. Like, you were never going to get that much action on the white when you're bridging over a ball like that. So you're actually striking down on the white ball.
Yeah.
On a little white that throws, it's always going to jump.
We'll forgive him though, considering it's like 1 in a million times he does a shot like that. Whereas
Well-
for me, it's like 1 in 10.
His white ball's normally pristine, but he is struggling at the moment. He's 7-6 up and he's struggling.
Yeah, if you were Pete
Sounds silly,
Butterworth
doesn't it?
watching this, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, he could be potentially faced with the same problem that Robbo's had this frame. That's a
Great shot.
That is
What
an
a
excellent shot. And he watched
Oh,
Butters pot of
hello.
black up the rail earlier on this match. So he's going to be thinking to himself, I will dead weight this down and this will roll in. So this could have been very intelligent
Oh,
thinking.
yeah. Although he's shaping up for a safety there.
Nah, he always does this stupid little half stance crap that he does. He knows what he's going to do here. He's just composing himself.
Just a shout out to my Nationals roommate, Nick Howie, if he's watching.
So I've seen an excellent
I've
spa
already-
photo of you two recently.
Yeah, I've already packed the Vaseline. Looking forward to spending a couple of weeks with Nick. Now, can he get this black down the rail?
Oh, he's hit the
No, he
jaw.
can't.
I just felt he had the dead weight that. I really do.
Yeah, it
Just
was a little
backed
bit,
himself.
little bit faster. I think Mark's strategy is if you miss it at pace, it'll roll away from the pocket. That's something he's told me before. But I think in light of that ball having a little bit of a roll in,
Well,
that table,
I don't think he's remembered the shot.
I
that
think you're
Butters
right. I don't think he knew. So Butters will be saying thank you very
When
much
someone
for
plays a
the
huge
Christmas
black like that on
present.
me, I remember it.
So this is Merry Christmas 7-all.
Should be, barring a twitch.
Well, that's, yeah, true. So Pete needs to put that previous miss of the black out of his mind.
Should be fine though. He's got.
And,
He's going to come off the side cushion. He probably would have liked to have landed a little.
Yeah,
straighter
this is
than he
not.
has,
This should have been an absolute no-brainer, right?
but it still is, Steve. It still is.
It should be. Yeah.
He's just going to play this top spin off the side cushion. He's going to land right behind this red.
Yeah.
There we go.
No worries.
Probably play the black in the same pocket if he's got too much angle. Otherwise, he'll just drop it in.
Yeah, he might try and push it into the pot of black in the same pocket just to get his Q arm going. And he'll
If you
be.
mix scary there, you smash that in about 300 kilometres an hour to send
Yep.
a message to your opponent, because that's what big gloves do.
Yep.
But we've had this discussion. We all think that's crap. Just the number 1 next to your name on the scoreboard is enough.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Mick defending
this is
his
still 5-all.
Australian
They
singles
must-
title this year.
They must have re-racked. They must have decided on a re-rack. Because the description I got of how the balls were. Oh, and Dale's rushed that. He's rushed that like a boss, and he's got.
It's a good result landing
got a
there
pretty
as
good
well
lead.
for Dale. And yeah, that intermission for the rule debate would have put both these players' rhythm out.
Yeah, it was interesting listening to their interview. Steve was pretty much not really caring about anything except he just wanted to get a few balls off the break and pot some balls and get going, whereas Dale just didn't really care as far as how the match went, as long as he took his chances when they were there. So he didn't care whether he had to pot balls and pot out or not off the break. He just wanted chances.
Yeah, both wanting to play steady game.
7-all, so predictions out the window, and this is anyone's match. And I would have to say
So
that
Butters has got a ball in, and from 4-0 down, you would say favourite, but it's Robbo who can
I think
just
Butters
run
looks
for.
the better player at the moment. I really do.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I would have taken reds here, so this is hilarious.
You know, subject to a couple of little twitches, the better player.
Yeah, he has missed. In fact, that's actually highlighted even more how probably that he's played better. That he's actually gifted 2 frames already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not quite sure what he was doing there,
I
though.
would have. I know I'm an idiot. I would have taken reds there, Steve. They're just so open. There's just, once again, you've got to just do a little bit with
I
yellows.
think to be fair, we'll call that a draw because they both looked great.
Should still be okay. But
Yeah,
it's
he's,
just
oh
landed
dear,
horrible.
oh dear. No, he really doesn't want this to be touching ball.
He's got to play safety.
We'll soon know from his body language.
He's surely playing a safety here. Flicking off this, trying to land the white ball offside cushion and landing
I
in
think
line with that yellow at
he's
the bottom.
scratching the head. I've got a feeling he might not be on this.
This has to be a safety shot.
Oh, you think so? I thought the plant would be quite doable. It's whether he can get through to it without hitting the red.
I thought that red was. I think he's not touching the red, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. I don't think he can get through.
I just
In which case, that is very stiff.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but it was really, he was undone by his first shot, wasn't he? Where he lost position straight away. But this has got to be a safety, surely.
Yeah, it looks like a safety and put the white in behind the
I'd actually play the
bottom
other
yellow.
ball rather than this one, but it's still the same
It's
shot.
played well. Nicely done.
Played it very well.
Yeah, knowing Peter though, he'll be disappointed with that. He, gilt-edged chance to go 8-7 up, and he's given Robbo another shot.
He's giving him a visit, but I think Pete's thinking, you know what, just hit anything, I don't care, I'm going to pot out next shot anyway.
But those yellows have just gone a little bit awkward, not difficult, but just a little bit different.
Yeah, not sure if the bottom of the two passes the bottom right. If it doesn't, then absolutely they're a bit more awkward. But if it does, then not a problem.
No, I don't think the bottom one goes in the right.
I don't either.
Goes in the left, but still, it's not elementary out. You know, there's a red.
Robert's going to try and make contact with that ball that's most in bulk.
Yeah. This is not an easy hit though.
Table. If he just, I actually think he's tried to pot that. Oh, that's actually really unlucky.
So both players getting a couple of bad bits of luck this frame.
That's actually really, really stiff.
Yeah.
I'd actually give anybody any amount of money to be able to play that shot with them, setting them up the way they wanted. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about Butters now. It's just getting behind these two yellows, or he can just use two to promote them. It's
Or also just on that previous shot, Jamie, is there a case that he hit it too hard?
Oh, he did hit it too hard. I think he's trying to pot it. I personally would have played for the other red that is near the nameplate, because if you actually just hit it full ball, you don't really leave anything.
It's harder to hit though, so
well, it's better than going it off. It's a good opening shot there from Pete, and he's feeling
good
good
starter. And that two visits will
Every
just
time
have
I've
given
said
him
he's feeling good, he misses. So I'm just going to shut up.
Yeah, we've done that a bit tonight, haven't we?
I must say, Pete's actually done pretty well here to make the final as well, because he actually finished 7th overall, which is actually, I think, underachieved for his, I guess, status.
Yep.
But he's done well to make the final, and he's had to get through some difficult opponents, especially that superstar Jay Stevens.
Yeah, thank you for playing like a legend against me and then chopping up against Butters. Thanks for that.
I only play well against you, Steve. Sorry, mate. That's a great shot. He's under-hit it a touch. I reckon that just slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, now if the table weren't running like an ice rink, this would be probably quite an easy shot, but because it is, he'll just have it in the back of his mind. Just don't smash this, because I might anywhere past the middle pocket really is ideal.
Played it well. Played it perfect.
Yeah, really good shot. Oof, see what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
rolled.
did
It's
keep
just
going.
kept going.
He's
Now,
all right. He
you
probably played off
think
the
this
red
will be
here,
okay,
actually.
but there is a potential in off in the middle.
He played off the red, I reckon. No, he didn't. Oh, something clean as a whistle.
Goodness, that nearly jawed. So you'll be very relieved to see that one go in. After chopping the black in the last frame.
So
one before
8-7. This is, I think, the first time for the match. Butters hit the lead, is that correct?
That's right, and it might even be the first time anyone's led Mark in a...
No, not true. Where the great man next to me, Dan Lynch, was smashing Robbo about 8-4 or something, weren't you?
Yeah, so
I
Dan
kid you
Lynch did
not.
have a good lead on
Dan was
Robbo
beating
earlier
like
this year.
8-3 or something ridiculous. And he was killing him, and then
Yeah, and Dan's just said that Robbo jagged 7 balls and came back to win the match. It's a bit rough of you, Dan, to say that. Only joking, of course, folks.
yeah, well, from what I understand, that Robbo said to me that he actually hardly missed a ball early on in the match, and then yeah, he obviously got a few chances later on, but he said it was the best he's seen Dan play in a long time.
Yeah, he knows how to play the game, Mr. Lynch.
He's
So
improved a lot, actually. As is often the case, when you're not flying and you're not feeling amazing, you break, get a ball in, and you just don't leave yourself a real simple starter.
what? It's so uncanny how often that happens, isn't it?
Well, it's just momentum. It's an amazing thing. Like you see momentum in things like football and that, where teams get on a run and they just start breaking out of the centre and kicking goals. But 8-ball, not that it's a physical game at all, but you can just see these momentum shifts where one person starts, struggling, the other person starts hitting the ball well, and suddenly the balls start going their way, and it's just an amazing thing. It's a cruel game like that, and it happens all the time. But it's what makes champions the champions that they are is the ability to pull themselves out of tough spots like that, recover, and then turn the momentum back in their favour.
Yeah.
And the man on screen right now is one of those such people that is capable of doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, this match is really shaping up to be a thriller.
That's a good shot, that. That's a very, very good angle. I mean, yes, it wasn't a difficult pop, but just
harder than it looked.
controlled.
Yeah, you can just drop this in.
Yeah, his trickiest ball is actually this one to the left-hand side of the table. If he can actually, probably be leaving it till last, actually.
Yeah. He'll probably just try and roll it in and put the black in the left centre, do you think, as his final shot?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So he just wants to land just off straight on this, so he can just stun across to pretty much just be underneath where the black is, or just a little bit more to the left.
Yeah.
And then he's got that chop on the yellow, like you said, Steve, and then he plays the black in the left centre. So
he might even just play to just stun the white into the black a little bit, thus putting it on in both middle pockets. But
I don't think
that's because there's a chance that he'll put the white near the black here. So I would probably play the cannon.
Would you really?
Or just, but so soft that I cannot put the white too far left. But I don't want to be drifting this towards the black. I want to be playing the cannon and be positive about it.
I just want to be just in line with it pretty much. Or,
so
like
he's played it
like
perfect.
That.
That's a great shot, I think.
All I care about is just that line that he was on.
Yeah.
Whether I'm further back or not, I'm still going to have the same shot. It's just how close I am. It's the closer you are, obviously, the easier.
And I wasn't also right behind it, so it's difficult to tell if that's the shot you'd play if you're not right behind it. So there we go. This man will not go down without a battle.
No, like I said, he's a champion player. I think he's world class, Robbo, and
yeah, he is. And there's a lot of world-class players in Australia. That's one of the things I've noticed about. One of the reasons why I love playing pool instead of snooker. There's so many great players.
On great gossip and pool-related stuff, one of our favourite English players, Mick Hill, has just recently called out Mark Farnsworth on Facebook, saying, "Play me for 100,000, race to 50."
I saw that, but. Yeah, because Farnsworth was giving him a bit of banter, wasn't he?
I think he was. I think he was basically. I don't know if it was baiting him, but I mean, Mark Farnsworth is a great money player. He's played a lot of big money matches, but
yeah. Can he beat the people's champion?
I don't think he can. But look, that's not up for me to say. It's up to them two to work that out. But I do hope that match goes ahead, just for.
That would be great to see the
$100,000 match.
Biggest money match.
Dan Lynch said he will be available to film that match.
Yeah.
He'll fly to England to do it.
Yeah, I love watching Mick Hill play, and wish him all the best with his new pool room in Morley over in the UK. We really enjoy the increased competitive aspect of having English players playing over here when they come over.
Yeah, and we may see more of them in the future too with this tournaments where they're going. And Steve Thomas says, "No, Dale Watson, you will not extend your lead on me. I will even the scores."
Yeah,
that's
$1.04 to go 10-all.
Two fat ladies on our screen right now, the 88s, and we have 66 on the other screen. So it is shaping up to be last frame potentials on both matches. Meanwhile, I've got no idea who's winning the Brownlow.
Yeah.
And having another quick break, and
Robbo's
sipping
break
on his
here.
water.
Robbo not falling over easily tonight, despite some good pressure from Butters.
Yeah, that's. I picked up on that.
Yeah, there's. We noticed Pete nearly overran that position on the black in the previous frame, didn't he?
Yeah. That's 2 square feet.
Yeah, Reese.
Steve Thomas has dumped a white.
Dumped a white. He's done a Ben Noonan.
No, Ben's in the middle.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, that's just a crap break basically. When it's a Ben Noonan break, you've got to dump it in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. After a 10-minute toilet break.
After you've been on a toilet break and you're trying to shift the match momentum, you come in and dump the white.
And I'll give a shout out to Ben Noonan. He's been playing very well this year, and winner of one of the biggest comps in the history of the game, the Western Nationals. So,
that is a critical issue from Dale there, and you must actually pot that with a little bit of authority. Not try and just dolly it in. You must not smash it, but just punch it in and back your queuing there, because that's basically the start of this out. And you want to be starting that out with a shot like that. You want to be just feeling like you're queuing the ball well.
Yeah, Dale I would have made marginal favourite to win this match, but when we interviewed him at half time, I sensed I didn't get the sense that he was exuding confidence tonight.
No, I think that's just his personality. I don't think he...
Sure. I mean, I know Dale really well. I play with him all the time, and he just seemed a little bit tentative. But we'll see. I hope he pulls through, because he's a good buddy of mine. But Steve Thomas here with pretty good chance on yellows, but
Yeah,
I think these are going to be tough.
He wanted that white ball to travel further. He didn't want to cannon that yellow. He wanted to be on the ball in the middle, and he's actually...
A lot of traffic to negotiate here, isn't there?
If he actually lands on the ball in the middle next to the black, he's actually okay. But now he's... Well, if it's me, I actually just lay up on that yellow in the pocket. Just put the white, rest of white on it.
That's probably the shot here. In fact,
Shot.
knowing Steve Thomas's game, I'd bet he would
that
do...
shot I've just described, we'll
Yeah.
see a lot of that this Friday.
This Friday?
Well, you won't, but I will.
Why, what's that?
That is the ladies VPPL finals.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Don't let me down, ladies. I want you to attack the game. Back yourselves.
Yep, so who is the best female player in the country without, obviously, losing your relationship over it? Who is the best?
If you go by statistics, it's obviously Lyndall Hulley, because she's the one with all the silverware. But I think Colby is, when she's playing at her best, I think she's the best player. She's the only person in the country, she's one of two people in the country that can mix it with the blokes. And the other person I believe can do it is actually Elise Mabbott. I don't believe Lyndall has the potting power to mix it with the blokes, but her style of game, she offers other benefits to the way she plays that no other female in the country can do, and that's why she wins. And that is that her touch of pace is the best I have seen in any player, male or female. She has the best touch of pace you will ever see. She adapts to the table speed extremely fast, and she will play for that two shots relentlessly, and she is a true bulldog of the game. She does not give up. She has excellent mental capacity for that sort of thing. And those reasons is probably why she wins the Australian title.
Who's that you're referring to?
Referring to Lyndall.
Lyndall, okay, yeah.
I think she actually...
I've seen her play, and she's got I like the cue action of Lyndall Hulley.
I criticised
very compact.
I've criticised it over the time. I think she holds her grip too short, and she drops her shoulder when she actually cues through the ball. So I criticised it, not in a bad way. I actually just said, I reckon you just need to lengthen your grip a touch and it'll go away.
Yeah,
but she can actually, when she's playing well, she can actually run racks as good as any chick, but she just doesn't do it. She's too scared of losing. So I reckon if she backs her ability, she'd be, well, one, way more exciting to watch, but number two, she obviously leaves herself more at risk to someone that plays aggressively as well. So that's why she plays the way she does, and it's been successful for her, so you can't really criticise it.
Big shot here from Butters.
Oh, he's just jawed it.
That was an inner over special, I think.
What I will say, though, while we're talking about it, if Lyndall's playing badly, she has that excellent touch of pace, B-gamey style game to fall back on, and that is so important. And I feel that when Colby isn't playing at her best. I feel that she doesn't have the ability to play that perfect touch pace style of, you know, relentless snookering and picking up the 2 shots and just grinding a frame out like Lindell does. And you know, if I'm going to criticise Colby, it'll be that. But her ability, her potting power is probably, I think, the best in the country with the girls. Hi Colby, please don't hate me. So anyway,
And Elise Mabbitt has done.
I think she mixes the two together.
Yeah,
I
but
think
she's been doing a lot for 8 Ball. She set up these groups on Facebook to really generate a lot more feedback to the committees of the pool fraternity.
Yeah, it's been an interesting forum, that one.
You know, some people have you know, criticised it a little bit, which surprises me. I'd like to see that embraced. You know, so anyone who tries to develop the game should be applauded rather than criticised.
Well, I think it's become a pretty... I mean, I don't really get involved in Facebook very often. I mean, now and then someone annoys me and I do, but I don't really... don't get too involved in it, but it's good to see a central spot where, you know, you can go and find out something that's going on around the country to do with 8 Ball. I think it's a good thing.
So
if you wonder what we're talking about, folks, on Facebook there is a page called 8 Ball Players of Australia, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's it.
You can go and ask to join that group, and you will be exposed to basically every comp that's happening in Australia, like major tournament, information about, you know, rule change, anything basically you can think of to do with pool, and even the odd debate now and then you'll get as well. So it's some good reading there.
Yeah, it's been really well done, and Elise also very kind enough to have set up a donation appeal for CueballTV in which $2,000 was raised, and thanks very much for that. We spent the money, Dan and I, on some bid consulting to help us with a bid for a sponsorship deal with Sportsbet, which was an unsuccessful bid, but very well put together and professionally done. We gave ourselves the best chance of getting the sponsorship, but unfortunately they didn't want to go for it. So we'll just keep trying to develop the game, and, you know, with the likes of the Western National, what Ron Kelly and his team have done over there, and Miss Q's pool room, and all the good work they've been doing has really been Kerry DePradines, I think her name is. She's done lots of good stuff. So we're moving in the right direction. It's just going to take a bit of time, I think, for the sport to be commercialised.
Yeah, absolutely.
And meanwhile, sorry to go off plan, but it's landed a little bit short.
That shot that Butters played previous, that one, the red over the pocket where he played cushion first, was actually a lot better played than it looked. That one now, I'm surprised he just didn't play a little soft screw and play for the centre, but he does like the scenic route off it.
So good chance still.
That's straight in. Oh, it's straight into over the pocket.
So Butters will be sick as a dog at not getting out there.
Forced to play a dead weight shot at distance on this ball over the cushion. On the cushion,
these are
there's
tough.
no choice.
I think this outside yellow goes though. I think he'll play that one.
Oh, if it goes, then yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it would be too risky to take the one near the cushion unless the other one doesn't go.
If this yellow does go clean at the centre table, then yes, you do definitely play it, but it just looks partially obstructed.
Huge shot in the scheme of things to punish Butters for the chopped black.
Oh, he smashed it in.
That's a brilliant shot.
That's an excellent shot.
And he will know how important that is.
Yeah, and
that was a stamp of authority at a critical time in this match.
I think he's a bit upset that he missed the shot that he missed previous in the middle on the ball he's just playing right now. And now he's decided, you know what, I have had enough of this. I'm going to start punching balls in. I'm going to start cueing the ball. So another miss there on a plate. We've seen a few missed balls tonight, missed blacks from Butters, and I think that's actually probably potentially costing him the match if he does go on to lose this. But though. I think he's actually giving a good account of himself so far in this match. He just needs to nail those blacks. That's really the key.
Yeah,
for him.
I think if he doesn't win the match tonight, he'll definitely look at those blacks and think what could have been. But at the moment, he's still very much in it. It's only 9-8. And 6-all here with Dale and Steve.
And he's certainly not having his way like he did last week, that's for sure.
Indeed. So Tomo here on, I think, yellows, is it? He's just got to drop this in and just screw back about a foot.
Played it very well. Excellent shot. That was a lot harder than it looked.
Yeah, that's nice. He's got to
go up and down.
Punch this in a little bit, but it should be fine.
You go up and down here, Steve, or you try and screw between the two?
Yeah, I'd be definitely going up and down, but I would be playing it with a little bit of left-hand side to avoid the in-off in the middle.
You love your little sides off rails, don't you, snooker players?
Yeah.
I just play this plain
Although
ball and don't even go near the middle.
Yeah, even playing ball would be fine, wouldn't it?
Oh, just don't complicate it.
There it is,
No, near
beautiful.
the middle, which is good.
Well, it's fairly near the middle, see? That little bit of left-hand that little bit of left-hand side would have put it nearer the black.
Oh, so you want to get more central of the table, I see what you're saying. I'm happy with this shot.
Well, 6-all, you don't expect him to get it.
Oh, he's not.
Dear.
There's a lot of choking going on out there.
It's a little bit of twitcheroo city.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension. I mean, obviously, basically, Robbo and Butters are playing for $1,000. I didn't even know last week when I was playing for Butters, it was basically a $1,000 match, so I'm minimum, so I'm filthy about that. And these guys,
You of course wouldn't have missed a shot if you knew that.
well, it's not so much that. It's just a couple of times I actually got out of a snooker and I just didn't even line it up. I missed it. I just didn't even give it the care and attention that it
You're
deserved.
doing the I didn't try line.
No, not at all. I just felt that. I actually said it to Butters. I said, "What am I doing?" I said, "I have not even lined that up. It's like I don't even care." And then I went to do it again later on in the match, and I'm like, "Hang on a minute, better line this one up." And then I actually made contact. So it would have helped if I realised that a bit earlier that lining balls up does actually help you get out of snookers.
What's going on here? So the black's coming into play here, or maybe not. Maybe the yellow.
But yes, black's still an issue.
Yep.
And for those that maybe have just tuned in before we mentioned, if you're wondering why the black's got white on it, it's because these are the new set of balls that are used in the world titles. So the 8 ball is actually different as well. I actually personally preferred the pure black Aramith symbol black. I thought that looked really good. But I'll almost guarantee that in a few more years to come, they'll bring out another set of balls. That way, the manufacturers can continue to take revenue.
Yeah, these are a nice brand new set. So just drop this in, leave yourself the red in the middle. Always left himself Chinese, he won't be happy with that. I still don't know what he's going to do with this black.
I have to ask the question, why did it matter if he went another foot further there? Or half a foot,
I think... Yeah, he couldn't have been trying to get the angle for the extraction. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was here, mate.
He's still forced to play this bottom ball.
The bottom left?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old story, Joe. He doesn't have to pot out. He can still play, a containing safety if he wants to.
Yeah.
So he can just roll down onto this, put it over the pocket.
The thing is, he risks not covering the pocket here. Oh, he's played it well. Oh no, it's gone in.
He did play for it in for
These
oversight.
pockets are quite generous. That didn't look like it was going in, but it still dropped.
Tell you what though, Jomo, here's this for a shot. You've got this ball and you play this, get yourself an angle on this red to take it off the top cushion, go between the two yellows, get your can on the black.
don't like it too much traffic.
There's a lot of traffic, but what other shot do you have? The double's not available.
Are you sure the double's not available? Because I've got a feeling it might just sneak
Between
past
the two
that.
yellows.
No, maybe not under the yellow, no? So,
No.
yeah, I'm struggling to see any alternatives,
The other-
especially given that this pot is not regulation.
I mean, you
This
could
is-
play for a double to the corner as well.
you might just drop this over the kick.
I was going to say the same thing, Steve. You could just put this over the pocket if you wanted to, and that's exactly what he's done. He's left the gap.
No, it's fine. That won't go under there. Pretty sure that won't
No,
go.
you're right. It's pulled up enough. That's fine.
A good choice of shot there. I think the someone once told me all the heroes are dead. was reference going for big outs.
Well, if you want a hero to become alive, play the face cut double, kick the black out, go game. I'm sure that won't happen. Even Butters is not that silly. That's a very good opening pot.
Stroked it in. I'm not sure he was playing the pot there, by the way.
Well, he played it as a shot to nothing. I think he thought to himself, if I do get the pot, I've got options.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he.
It's one of those balls that
He
you don't
did.
sort of want to pop, but you do. You know,
Oh, that's quite nice.
killed the red.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
It's going to get re-promoted though. So I don't reckon. I reckon it's a bit of a nothing shot, to be honest. Unless he thinks that this yellow does go underneath the red.
No,
If he thinks it does, that's not a
Yeah.
bad shot.
yeah. I mean,
And
unless
if,
the camera's deceiving us, it doesn't look like it
and
can.
if Robbo thinks it does, then he could just put it in a bit close and just.
So this
tuck
might
it
be the
wide
little
of the red.
Robbo, just the gentle tap. No,
He's played that very intelligently. Just made sure that the red ball's kept away from any of Pete's balls, kept centre table.
yeah. It's a nice, a good game of chess this frame.
Yeah, this black ball is everything now.
This is the sort of match Robbo wanted with you in the final.
It is. He actually said he wanted to play me in the final because he was looking forward to a few tactical battles, but as it's turned out, he's been challenged by a few with Pete. Just the way some of these frames have turned out. There's been a few missed outs, and then suddenly he's had to put the brakes on.
So is he going to double that bottom yellow?
Not actually sure what he's playing here.
Ooh, I wonder if he's playing to get the black out off this middle yellow. Chop it into the left corner and put the black.
There's no point in getting the black out.
No, not if you.
yellow dead.
Yeah, not if that's dead. My head's actually hurting in this frame. I don't know how to get out here without risking it all.
Well, I just don't see the point of potting these balls unless he's found some way to commit to this out.
He's going to try and come off the top cushion here with sides, get
That's-
the yellow out, and then cannon the black over the middle in the same shot.
Yeah, well, that is a shot. But
You
it's
know he's going to try that.
ridiculous.
That is Pete Butterworth style. There it is. Ooh.
He's kicked the black out and just lost the frame. That's what he's done there.
Well, he's called. That's an early call from Steve-O that he's lost the frame. I reckon he can pot this, cannon the yellow into the other red without potting it, clear the pocket, and stay on the yellow.
Look, these shots. Well, he's not coming off the back cushion. There's too much angle for that.
No, he has to hit it full on in the face and jag that red out of the way.
To be honest, I just think putting the first yellow that he played down the cushion,
Yeah.
I almost would have just put that over the pocket. But here's your shot, Steve, because he doesn't really have any choice anymore. No, he's stunned. He's
Oh,
played
he's gone for the double, and you
Good shot,
know
actually.
he's going to get this, don't you? I just have that feeling, because this is actually a 50% shot for him, whereas
It
most
actually has
guys it would be a
He actually has a really
30%.
horrible knack of giving you hope by just playing stupid shots.
Look
or
at
what
this.
appear to be stupid shots.
If he gets
and then-
out here, it's pretty huge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gives
To
you,
go
gives
9
you
up.
false hope. Look at this shot.
To go 9-all, look at that. Oh my god.
He gives false hope. That's what he does.
So he's chopped a few really easy blacks in this match. Is he gonna pot the tricky one?
If he pots his black, I'm almost going to just start eating all the balls. This has been ridiculous. This out. What an out! That is
there.
the best out you'll see for the entire tournament. And not only that, it was to go 9-all. That was a ridiculous out. But having said that, Robbo will have expected to cop at least 1 or 2 of those in this match.
That's true. I think Robbo right now is like a fast bowler who's bowling straight, and the batsman is having a flash off stump, and he's getting 6s and 4s and going really well. But Robbo knows that he cannot continue to do that every frame.
Well,
So
he'll run out of
he'll
frames.
Well, that's true. But Robbo will not change his game plan. He'll keep playing the same way and expect Butters to chop one of them.
That's what's making this match so interesting, is neither of them are going to change their game plan. And we've got a 9-all. We're basically playing best of 3 for $1,000. And the title.
And that's a superb break with a very
See what
stiff
happens?
result.
How stiff is that?
Nick Scary
has
has
taken
arrived.
absolute exception to what I've said. I've called him out, and he's caught a taxi to bar 8. Now that's belated commitment for you. To collect his $2.50.
He
Doesn't even cover his
thinks
cab
he's getting
fare.
a door prize, though he's highly mistaken. Because that door prize is coming my way, motherfuckers.
Damn. Steve apologises for that.
Excuse me. Excuse my transgression.
I don't even know why he's talking about $900 prizes going to him. We know I'm getting it. I'm going to mug the person that wins it when they walk out the door. So Butters says, I'll take Reds, just get
drops.
total on myself and play a very nice shot. I think that's the correct shot.
Can he?
Oh, hang on.
No.
What's
He
happened
wasn't. It
there?
wasn't a total because he was. You could see this red on the right hand side. Yeah. So that would have to be 2 visits.
Well, he's laughing about it. I think he's just made a mistake and realised, okay, I've made a mistake. Now he's asked for a foul snooker.
Just going to check with the crowd. Mick, is that a foul? He didn't. So Peter did not nominate total. Yeah, Peter did not nominate a total there, so it's...
Oh, is that what happened? He's
Yeah,
asked for a total.
yeah,
Oh,
he forgot to
God.
nominate total, so you really don't expect that at 9-all.
What a time to do it at 9-all. And Robbo will say, I will pot out on yellows. Thank you for the strawberry. Still a little bit of traffic to deal with here, but I would expect with 2 shots that Robbo should clear here.
Nicely played. So this looks like a no-brainer from here for Robbo.
If anyone is to take something out of this match that did get beaten by Robbo this season, which is pretty much everyone in the room, he's vulnerable. Whether he goes on to win this match or not is actually irrelevant. He's shown vulnerability, and there are ways to apply pressure to him. Butter seems to have found a formula to do that.
Yeah. It's very true.
But one thing Robbo is very good at is clinically cleaning up balls like this. But to be fair, most of the top line players are pretty good at doing this sort of stuff. You're not going to be a top line player without being able to do that. But just taking a little bit extra time. realises to himself that this is actually now the key shot for the frame.
Dale Watson just cleaning up to go 7-6 up on the other table if he gets these 2 balls. Playing for $1,000 over there if you've just joined us in what is the plate competition. Robo just taking this one in the corner as a preference.
I can't believe it. I would not have gone this ball first myself, but
should be okay here. Just a nice
slide
soft screw.
Yep, that's fine.
It's just a little bit Chinese here. No, it's fine. That's lovely.
He's got 2 shots still as well.
And still 2, yeah. It's 10-9. On the he's on the sovereign.
Yeah, what a critical error, hey? Because if let's say Butters does total snooker, Robbo has the total snooker to deal with.
Have you heard that term before? The sovereign.
The sovereign. No, I've only heard a silver sovereign.
On the hill.
On the hill.
The sovereign hill.
Oh, that is terrible, Steve. Being from Ballarat.
Well, that saying came from Ballarat.
Did it really?
Yep.
Can you tell me the name of the person that came up with that? I want to punch them immediately.
Okay, then it wasn't me last night. It was someone else I was playing with. So it's 8-6 to Dale Watson.
So Dale
Everybody.
Our early prediction.
And it's Robbo with the serve, is it? Yeah, Robbo serving at 10-9.
How often you see someone break and clear for the match, and especially with a let-off like the last one.
This is when you want a nice break. You want to go to 10-all. And that's a beautiful break. Balls everywhere. Unfortunately, though, it's a couple of clusters. And obviously not what you want to see when you're 10-9 up.
I don't think he'll be too stressed. He gets to control this frame now. He has the choice of what he does here. So
I think I'd be going yellows.
I would absolutely be going yellows. They have absolute smother on that one horrible, horrible red.
Probably just promote the bottom, the yellow near the plate and bulk end, and then
No,
the
he's
same.
got a pot of yellow, mate.
Oh, does he? Okay, sorry.
So he's going to pot this one.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised he went that way because it was always going near the red, wasn't it?
It was.
Really surprised.
Unless it goes underneath, off the cushion.
No, definitely not. That's.
Yeah, you're right.
I really don't know what he was trying there. It's not like him.
Well, he's got to get it out straight away.
Unless he was just thinking, just promote it and then promote it again.
One thing that you can definitely guarantee is that Butters will have a dip at getting this red out.
Yeah, I would have potted that yellow, come back across the table to where it was, and then promoted the yellow under his and put the red on the cushion. But easy to say from the commentary box, mate, isn't it?
Well, he went for the triple there, I think, and
yeah,
got the double kiss.
I think he didn't want to burn another soldier there. I think he'll be happy with that.
So Butters now, he will take his full 30 seconds because he is straight away trying to work out how to get an extraction on this red. No questions about it. Does not care at all for safety right now.
No, he's trying to take the pocket here.
No, he's going to go inside it.
I thought he was trying to take the bag rather than the
bag. Put this red over the pocket and give yourself at least a little bit of chance of at least picking up a couple. Try and give yourself a way to get this ball
Jamie,
out.
you're a great pocket coverer. Do you try and hit this far jaw and cover the pocket and risk leaving the yellow gap? You come off the edge of the rail and push the red into the yellow a bit more with a bit of pace.
This is actually a very difficult pocket to cover because you've actually got to get the pace.
And he's not even covering it, he's ramping up there.
It's interesting.
No, I think he did play the shot. I was thinking the harder one off the jaw to hit the back.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where he's landed there is what he wanted. But to answer my question, which would you have done?
I would have played it dead weight, and I would have tried to just catch the jaw and set it neatly.
Okay.
It's a very difficult shot to play because you actually have to hit. You can't play to cover the yellow on the bottom cushion because you leave the availability of the other yellows inside. So it's a tough shot to play, but I felt in that position he didn't have a lot of choice. I don't like playing the shot where you're actually trying to kick the yellow out of the way because you're definitely going to leave the pocket open.
Yeah.
That at the moment, control of this bottom pocket is huge. So many balls flowing down that way on this cushion. The play is really, it's really heading down that way.
Yes.
All Robbo cares about right now is just not leaving Butters the option to be able to get this. That's a great shot.
That's a lovely shot. Well done. Yeah, really smart shot. Butters, Mark will be loving this
Yeah, he's got full
chess
control now.
match.
All he cared about then was just making sure that there's no way Butters is going to be kicking that red out and maintaining control of the table.
I don't think Butters can even take the pocket here, can he?
No. And
What are you doing here, Jamie?
it's a tough one. I'm almost playing this red that's in the centre of the table down to this pocket.
Smothering it?
Yep, I'm looking at smothering now. There's no absolute advantage yet. Potting that ball is the last thing I would have done.
And in true Butters style, is he going for an out here?
He might be. It's absolute craziness, but last time I just said he just lost the frame, he went out, so...
No, surely there's no value in that,
I
mate.
don't see a path.
But isn't he going to get crucified now?
I just don't want to say anything because that last out he played, I can't believe. Just go back to that angle, Dan. Just want to see how much of this pocket he's got. Nah, so I don't think you can take this pocket and not leave the other yellow on.
Butters likes coming cushion first on these balls.
I don't care what he does here, he can't pot out. Not a chance. There's no way he can get that red out. This time I will eat every ball that's on this table.
He is lining
if he
up
pots out
the
from
treble. So cushion first, red off the side, and back under the yellow. He's changed his mind. He's doing it. He's doing the face
I'm going
cut.
to eat every ball on this table if he gets his shot right.
Oh my good God.
Look if he pot it.
He was actually going for that out.
I would have eaten every ball, Steve. That was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
It was the most hardest out you've ever seen in your life. But he just got himself in that position where he felt like he had no choice but to just try and take something on.
Yeah. What I don't mind about that result is that he's got a rare... So snookering's not going to be too easy for Robbo here.
Robbo just needs to basically play smart from here and not leave Butters away to cannon the red and not leave him a direct path to it. See, what Butters is thinking is, well, you know what? I've got 2 balls left. Yep, I'm in trouble here, but you've still got a pot of balls. You've got dead balls too, and you've got at one point it's going to release my red. See, Robbo said, no, I'll just keep you off this red.
Well, he's left him on it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too worried about it.
Now, does the red
does
go
go
under?
underneath.
Does it go under?
I think it does, but it's still for the cannon. If you can cannon this out and be on it, once again, how many balls?
That would be
1, 2,
the shot of the
3, 5, 6,
championship.
7, 8, 9. There are 9, 10 balls, including the ones table.
What is going on here? What is he doing here?
Just promoting, keeping himself in the frame. Good shot.
Good shot. Very good shot.
Again,
Keeping that red in the middle of the table as well.
playing the ball that he's looking at right now is the only ball on the table you don't play. The only if you do miss it, you just give your opponent a chance to play the pot cannon. You just don't want that. So Robbo will recognise that. He'll be too smart to do that. Unless he flicks off it thin and takes it right up the top.
Look, the chances of getting on that red from a cannon when there's 4 balls clustered around it is very slim. I'd almost be tempted to leave it on.
I agree with you, Steve, but the thing is, after watching that out he played last frame, why even give him a sniff? Why give him the smallest chance shot? And that's why he's decided to play the intelligent run-up shot.
Yeah, where he can't get the extraction. So what are you doing here, Butters? It's a bit of a stalemate. Oh, he's played. Oh, I quite like that shot. He's played to smother it, but he's actually potentially promoted the red to be able to go under.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Because I reckon that red now can maybe get underneath that, yeah, if not to pot it, but actually get it out. What do you think?
I still think, even though that red's there, even if he was to blast the ball out of the pocket, what does it do? It doesn't do anything.
So Rob was just these.
That's a very smart shot. Even if you were to cannon this red out somehow now, it's not going to get over the middle pocket. Although he has really ruined his yellows a little too. So
No, I think the red will go over the middle if he hits it full ball from underneath. But the bigger problem is going to be this this red.
Oh, I tell you what, he really wanted that yellow in over the pocket. If that yellow goes in over the pocket, he's still not like favourite. But
it was so close to going in. Great effort.
So, and this is what I was talking about earlier, Steve, with Butters. Yes, he looked like he was in all trouble because he's got 2 balls left, but he knows as well as anyone that Robbo's still got to pot his balls. He's going to have it in the... he knows that Robbo's going to have it in the back of his mind not to leave him a chance to cannon it out after the ridiculous out he just played.
Quite a nice crowd in the venue tonight as well, so a nice atmosphere here for the final.
So mate, I think Robbo's going to play the double and run the white ball past, is he? No? That's interesting. I'll tell you what, if I'm Robbo here...
This is Butters' shot now.
Sorry, if I'm Butters, I'm not against going that yellow pocket.
Yeah,
even if
I was just about to say
snooker.
That is a great shout.
If you leave a foul snooker, worst case scenario, you can either hit the red onto the yellow, open up the pack,
Yeah,
or take ball in hand.
yeah, it's a good percentage. I like it.
You know
Or actually give it a bit of a pump and not leave the foul snooker.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he's got the one in the middle if that happened.
No, he's tried to hit the red. Oh, he's missed
Oh
it.
dear.
He's just tried to land
I don't
on the
really
red.
understand why he wouldn't have gone for the... He definitely didn't go for the pot of the yellow
No,
in
there's
the
no way
pocket.
to miss it by that much. He's definitely tried
But
to
having
hit the red.
tried that shot a few shots ago and failing, I would have thought he would have been $1.04 to try that again.
No, Robbo's saying, okay, how do I kick these out? I don't care about this red anymore being stuck because I've got 2 shots and complete pocket dominance down the bottom here.
Yeah. Just want to be careful you don't pot the black, you know?
Yeah, and that's what he's looking at.
Just don't want to do something stupid when you've got complete ascendancy.
He's just going to get one of them out for now. Now, he does have a pretty good angle here to come off the back cushion with a bit of side and just kick these other 2 out, but he doesn't even need to do that. He can just double the yellow
That
out.
would risk the in-off or something silly happening.
Do you just double the yellow out here, Steve? Or the one that's near the red, just double it out?
Yeah, probably.
Just don't leave anything on for your opponent.
He's gone for the pot here.
He's got other things on his mind.
Yeah, he's got a different plan. Yeah, he wants this dead yellow out of the way, down the bottom right. And he's still got 2, hasn't he?
No, he's only got 1.
Oh, is he? Okay. He might try and just...
Yeah, I think he's going to try and kick them all out, but this
kick
is
them all
dangerous.
out. Yeah. He definitely tried it, didn't he? Do you
No,
think?
I don't reckon he did. No, I think he's played exactly for that.
Okay.
I don't think he wanted the yellow on the rail, but I think he definitely went to go past the black there and
Yeah.
leave nothing. Smart
It's
shot.
it's a lovely shot. This is not an easy hit, although you know it's a certainty you'll swerve this, try and pot it in the middle, off the bottom cushion.
He's kicked it out, and he's... just
good
applied
shot.
pressure to Robbo. And look at the way that's landed too. That's
a
huge because
beautiful finish.
the flow of play is heading down table. You don't want to leave an angle for him to kick the other red out with that ball over the middle. That's a huge shot. And this is what I'm saying. This is what he does. He just stays in frames in an awkward way to just put pressure on you.
Yeah. I mean, Robbo's got the opportunity to do the extraction here, but it's very difficult to judge.
I'm just all I'm doing here, Steve, is I'm playing off the
30 seconds.
I'm playing off this I'm playing the plant on these two balls on the left hand side, and I'm just taking the white ball right side of the table. Even if you leave him on the ball in the middle,
Yeah.
how does
Yeah,
he
I
get the other
agree.
red out?
I agree with you. That's the shot there.
Robbo says no. I can't believe he's playing this.
He might even be thinking just leave him dead straight on it.
But if he leaves him at any angle, wow,
Oh,
what a shot. He's played that as a shot to nothing and just absolutely cream. That is actually as good as you'll ever see a ball cued.
Yeah, really well cued.
So now you play the shot on the two of those yellows, the one on the right. Play that to the bottom left corner, try and sit over put the white ball on the right side of the table. Same shot as what I said before, but just different ball. Now, if there is a flaw in, look at this shot, folks. This is not small. That is cueing at its best.
He's going to do another cueing special here, look.
But he just doesn't want to.
I'm not sure why he's using up his soldiers though, are you?
No, he doesn't actually want to pot it. That's the thing. I think he thought he'd draw that other one. I really do think that.
Yeah,
because
I think you're right as well.
He's made sure he missed it on by a mile.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to ask him after this match why he was so worried about leading end of the table on that red in the middle. What was he worried about with this other red that he could do with it?
Well, he was the only other way Butters could get out is by pulling the second red in the bulk left corner pocket and screwing into the red. That's the only way, and that would have been difficulty finding.
I don't even think it's on.
And it may not have even been on,
Yeah.
but that's the only thing I can think of that he thought might be possible. But what's he going to do here?
He's going to try and pot
Oh
this
my
in the middle.
goodness, he's going off the top rail.
He's hit the yellow, and that will
Why
be
would
the
you
end of the
give
match.
2 shots away there?
To obviously try to
No,
hit the
but-
red.
He could hit the red though, couldn't he?
Yeah,
That was on, wasn't it?
He could, yeah. And look at the way these have landed too. He can actually play the plan. He's already spotted it. So the match jammer, I'm calling it.
Yeah, I think it would have to be, but I just don't understand at 10-9 why you would throw everything, you know.
Well, I think the whole way he played the frame from the start, when he just potted balls. I don't think any of that's 10-9 stuff. To his credit, he's actually played some fantastic.
Yeah, he has played
containing, staying the frame.
Played some
type
great
shots.
outs, but to come off a rail when you can see the ball, for me that's
The only thing I can think
something
of
you
here
regret
is
afterwards.
he's trying to put the red near the middle to cut. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, it's very hard for me to commentate Butters sometimes and predict what he's going to do because he just plays some of the most unorthodox shots, and there's stuff I just don't see, or I don't even contemplate playing because I think it's suicide. But he seems to continuously play little shots and do
He
well.
does get a high percentage of them though, but yeah, I can't agree with that one on this occasion.
I thought that was disaster for a second.
That was so close.
It's a very good shot in the end.
Yeah. So in a really good position here to take the title for the 2nd year running. Just needs these last 4 balls. And this is where all the hard work pays off, folks. All those practice sessions with Skate, whoever Mark plays.
Yes, those practice sessions certainly worked a treat for Scary this season. Oh, I'm only hanging shit on Mick. He can handle it. He's had a pretty good.
Yeah, Mick's had a very successful
Got a
couple of
pretty
years.
good 9 months.
looking forward to playing with him in the Nationals. So
Robbo not doing anything fancy there,
no,
just saying,
just
I
left
just want to be in the
himself
middle table.
the long pot. So the blacks should be fine. He just wants to make sure he isn't near the cushion here.
This
Should
is
be
just
alright.
plain balls.
Just stun it in.
Oh, he
That's
stunned it.
perfect.
Wow, what a great shot that is.
And he's left himself a nice roll in for the title.
Very good kill.
Elite Singles Champ 2015. There it is.
Alright, congratulations to Robbo, but we will continue to focus now on the Dale Watson-Steve Thomas match, which we knew would probably take a bit longer.
So great match there, guys. Well done to Mark and to Peter. And
here we go.
all the players for a great year. Got the plate final.
Dale Watson on a tough spot. He's going to try and flick the right-hand side of this black, is he? No, he's gone the other way.
Yeah, he's just played a little containing shot there. I think he's got two visits as well.
If he had two, that's a terrible shot.
And trying to put it over the middle. So a little bit of a shot to nothing here. If he
He's got to give it a
drops it in.
shot to nothing, though.
That's pretty good.
No, it's
No.
over the kick.
It's not in, but
Just overcut it to ensure
Steve
the
Thomas
shot to
is
nothing.
left with a shot probably get, but Steve probably not favourite to get this one.
Well, this is...
What would you
this
play?
Two cushions into the middle.
Yep.
Or you can play two cushions to the top corner. Or you can just play the yellow over to the black and just get a snooker. The yellow over the black to get a snooker is a pretty tough shot.
Yeah.
And because it's so difficult, I'm tending to just take on
What about?
a shot.
Yeah, I think the double has to be the only real value shot here, or come up the back, come up the Greek style.
I like
the
two shots
middle or the corner.
I like the two shots to the top corner myself. Top left-hand corner, two cushions. Steve's just played the shot that one of the options I've said, but the problem with this is just way too easy up and down if you don't get it spot on.
Yeah. He's bought himself another, potentially, he's given himself a shot.
The way I look at that, when I look at a safety shot, I look at it and go, okay, how hard is this shot to pull off? And if it's just as hard or harder than trying to take on a two cushion double, then you might as well take on the two cushion double and try and win the frame rather than trying to save the frame.
Don't die wondering. Dale, he never misses these, by the way.
Never. Or he could follow it.
Never misses them.
Never is a strong word, Steve.
It's
although I say it a lot too.
Never tonight. So that's a big frame there. 9-6-8-7 is going to give
and this
Dale a bit of breathing space.
I think it's the biggest gap so far this match too, that frame deficit 9-6.
Yeah. Steve Thomas doesn't mind a comeback though. He's got a bit of comeback-ism in him.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of Steve Jamieson in him. Michael Zupper's made the travel down here tonight to support the league.
Yep, supporting.
He was gobsmacked by the out that Butters played a few frames ago.
He was. It was a massive out, and Butters will no doubt hang on to the videotape of that one. And Michael Zupper will be hoping his native South African team win the Rugby World Cup, no doubt. After their fantastic loss in the first round. Congratulations on that one. So Dale's, I think Dale broke off here. He's got a lovely split on yellows. Looks like a pretty elementary out. Just a bit of difficulty getting onto his last ball, but
yeah, I wonder if
should
this
be pretty easy here.
Yeah, just wants to get as straight as he can on this yellow at the bottom end of the table. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's pretty nice, yeah. So hopefully a little bit of angle here. He can just stand a bit closer to the yellow, a little bit of distance there.
I think he's got
Just
actually
makes
got an
it a
angle
little
going
bit-
into the rail a little bit.
Does he?
So I reckon just
just
stun
drop-
this.
I would, yeah, or just drop it in. Leave yourself a straight yellow. Don't know why he's jacking up a little bit.
I think he just wants to stun it. Yeah,
Oh, I don't like that.
don't like it.
He's Chinese on this red now. This makes the difficulty of this pot now 3% harder. And there you go. Just that little touch.
Not 19.5%, Steve. 20.
And here he is. Here he is. Yeah. Got to take it, yeah. So Marc Robertson just doing the post-mortem on the match with Butters. I'll put you on to Mark because he probably wants to say a few words. Here he is.
I'd have to get asked a question.
So, Robbo, we felt that you were a bit hard in taking the foul on Butters. No, just kidding.
I didn't want to, but then in 9-all, or whatever it was, 8-9 maybe, down.
Oh, look, at the end of the day, you had an umpire and...
I picked up on it. Something wasn't right. I just felt, like, hang on, something's not right there, and then asked the question. And because I felt it was a really good match. Like there was outs, there was some good shots, bad shots, there was some twitches. It had a little bit of everything. But I thought it was a really good battle.
Yeah, and he played a phenomenal out to go 9-all on you. So that was one of the biggest outs I've actually seen for a long
I think it
time.
was to go 8-9 up, and then I don't know.
No, that was for 9-all.
Yeah, it was 9-all. Yeah, that was insane. But I knew he was going to do that, so I just wish he did that one at the start of the match. But I was fortunate enough to get back to the table and have my chances to make it up.
Yeah, well done, mate. Like, we actually predicted the score line to be in your favour, but to be a bit of an easier win. But Butters has proven us wrong there, and that's full credit to him. We thought it was a good match. I actually felt that wasn't your best performance.
No.
But I think Pete caused you to play not at your best too. So
Yeah, that's what I was explaining over there. Was when you play against a good player, it is hard to play a race to 11 to the standard that you start to end, because they get on little runs too, and they play good shots, and they make you have to play some negative shots, and they keep you off the table for 15-20 minutes sometimes, and sometimes it can be hard to keep up the momentum.
yeah, and he's just that sort of player too that can just produce craziness from nowhere. But anyway, we'll focus on this match. We'll give these guys the coverage they deserve. And, Steve was at one point leading 4-2, and now faces 9-6. But does look favourite in this frame after Dale has missed a tricky yellow into the middle.
Is that good? So what's this match been like, Jamie?
We haven't actually focused a lot on it. We've only cut over all the times, like just while there's been a break or a gap in frame. So we haven't focused much on this match at all. But it's been a bit topsy-turvy, and we've seen some interesting things happen. There was also a shot out of turn played, and they end up re-racking the frame. And
Yeah, I saw that fuffle going on. I had no idea what was happening. I thought, geez, there's a lot of experienced rules people in the room here. How can this not be sorted?
it's all because of the change of rules with the serious foul. It's just a bit of confusion as to how you're supposed to call that shot, but because there's no umpire.
Yeah, I got no idea.
But anyway, Steve now with 2 shots. Would love to get the double first shot, but I don't think it's on, so he just smartly promotes.
You never play for mine, never play for mine.
It's killed the stream.
I took your phone. So Steve now with a chance to basically clean all of these up in a single shot. No real problems, just needs to maintain control of the white. And probably would have liked to have landed a little straighter on this red to the centre. He's going away from the area of the table he wants to be in, should he choose to play it now. But wisely says, no, I can get on that ball a little later on. Nice little angle here as well to stun up the table.
So what's happened here? He's just going about his business, working around the table. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Ooh, that's actually accidentally perfect, I think. I know he's not happy, but
He's given a bit of a stamp.
no, I look at the table. It's sweet. I just think he's a little bit annoyed at how he played it.
Yeah, he wanted to go past the red, I think, and be on that ball that he accidentally cannoned, but
This red is a little bit thinner than what it looks to the middle, but probably bring the white off 2-3 cushions, come back around the middle of the table maybe.
yeah, it's not a shot that Steve likes to play though, Robbo. You know, running the white off the cushions and having to play, having to cue it, with some good authority. It's not the sort of style that he plays. He likes to be able to just, play your little control shots like that.
Wow, that's worked out pretty good.
Does he have an angle to head up the table for that ball that's past the centre?
Yeah, I would be. Like a stun run, sort of a slightly across the table. I'd be having a go at that right now if I could. If you do hit it poorly, which you hope you don't, but if you do hit it poorly, do have the other red as a bit of a backup.
He's looking at it. He's got a very good angle. We're talking the ball to the left of this table, not the right as well, of course.
Pretty much as long as you don't land dead straight. Even if you do, I guess you can play that what would be the remaining red to the bottom left corner pocket. I know he's going this way.
He's playing. I've not hardly called a shot right tonight, so I'm surprised he's taken this ball. There must be angle to run through on this one as well, as there is. So he's
that's
okay.
fine. Now pop this, bring the white probably a few inches to the left and closer towards the black for a nice straight red. We have the lucky draw, the lucky dip after this when the presentation's on.
No point, I'll get that.
Jamie's already won it apparently. Everyone who paid all their fees by the halfway mark goes in the draw.
It's only fair that I win it first because I paid first.
Yeah, I probably paid second.
No, I never win those things, so I doubt it'll be me.
Hey, sweetie.
Good shot,
My good friend Mick Scary's come in to give me a drink and then just asked me for a lift home. Hang on. To where? I can't wait to do the drive from Bundoora to Bayswater to Berwick, then to Baronia. No.
Steve Thomas.
No, I'll drive you. Can't wait to get up at 5:30 in the morning and 3 hours sleep.
Keep going. No matter how tired you are tomorrow, 4K just sitting like this is nice.
I'm looking forward to the bulge.
Go anyway.
He's just going to hand it straight through.
450. 450. Yeah, I'll give you a slice.
So it's
9-7. Dale failed to get out of a snooker and Steve did a steady Eddie mop-up. No, they were actually not far. They're only a few frames behind us, but they had this rules issue. Yeah, and we were actually 7-all and they were 5-all, so that actually did slow them down a lot.
well,
Yeah, well,
Steve's actually crunched that break, but the momentum of the actual balls was just taken away as the white jumped.
if anyone just tuned in, go and watch mine and Pete's match and fast forward to, I think, 8-all or possibly 9-8 to me and watch the out Pete makes. But I didn't. Oh, that one. Yeah, no, he hit that really well. That was actually the shot that changed the momentum of the match. Not too close. You weren't saying anything. I'm talking to Mick.
Alright, so Dale's chosen reds. And gettable out here as well. This red to the right hand looks like it's smothered by a bunch of yellows, actually by corner. So the real problem ball here actually is the one that's right in the middle of the table, although it offers good transition for that ball I just spoke of.
Oh, look at that. That's landed cherry.
Absolutely perfect.
Cherry ripe. Sorry, Jamie. Mick's just trying to talk about a frame. No, that's all right. I'll finish this match. I couldn't pick a winner. Ask me later, Mick. Australian champion needs some help. He's confused.
So Dale's, after playing a very, very good cannon, has gone through another small gap. He's just gone genius.
His white ball control. Yeah, I couldn't pick a winner of this match at the start. If someone said to me, I'll have $50 on the match, they could pick the other guy and I'd have the other one.
I actually picked Dale Watson to win 11-9. That was my early prediction.
I actually picked Dale to win, but
I only picked Dale to win because of his form that he showed against Mick last week. That was what I said.
I think I had Dale with it was a dead even match if Steve had a one frame start, so I lied earlier.
I'll tell you what though, rewind this feed and go back to the shot where he played the good cannon. I reckon he should have, the next ball he should have been playing was that ball in the middle.
Ooh. Brownlee winner? I don't know. Maybe Fife looking at the TV. Well.
Nate Fife.
Just
Fremantle.
Just hold the white.
Yeah, he's okay here. He's going to basically stun this in. He's going to play the black at the same pocket probably as the red if he does too much angle.
You don't want to get cute on this and accidentally snook him.
That's a good shot.
That's good. Just so he's going to have the black to the middle, and he never. It's unmissable on the practice table, but even these little blacks, these funny little nervy blacks to the middle pockets. These made like 400 frames to get to this point.
So Dale Watson goes 10-7 on the hill, and big task for Steve Thomas to come back, but does not mind to come back to Steve Thomas.
No, he certainly won't give up. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame there. Steve broke the balls pretty well, but that's what happens when you break them well. One doesn't go in. GG. That means good game. That still doesn't make any sense to non-gamers out there.
So good break there from Dale. Ball in. And initial look tells me reds. 10-7 though. Has the start of the centre. You want to clear this red that's at the top end of the table where those two yellows are in bulk very shortly afterwards, and then work his way down the table. Key shot's going to be pretty much the transition from that ball near the pocket back down this end of the table. You want to try and land the middle of the table. If you can get on that ball to the centre pocket that's just to the right of three yellows in the centre of the table, if you can get straight on that, run through. He'll have that other ball at the bottom, and then things should be pretty straightforward from there.
You going yellows here, Jamie?
I'm going reds. If
I
it's
thought
me,
you were calling out on yellows.
No, I definitely don't like yellows.
You lose me.
It was a very good, genuine battle.
As often is the case, the very first shot of the out is usually where you take the most amount of time while you're mapping things out. And as usual, The player at the table has said, no, I'm not taking the balls you suggest, Jay Stevens. I'll take the opposite balls. I hate every single 8-ball player in this room tonight. But having said that,
Oh, hang on.
he's played that
Oh,
pretty
that's,
poorly.
oh my goodness. It's funny, the little bumps and nudges. If that white didn't graze that black, red's were big favourite, or yeah, red's were favourite, and now he's still at the table.
He just rushed that. He just overstretched and just pushed you through rather than saying, look, I want to land right here. Or even in a he had like a good 2 foot of area left-hand side of the table to land in there, and he just didn't really give the care it deserved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this passes the right centre, but he actually played this little soft screw shot, but instead he just goes round the angles, gets the best kiss of all time.
Yeah, he might be able to sort of play this almost sort of straight in the middle to hold the white. I don't know if those yellows go, and I don't know if the black goes either, and all these reds are sitting quite nice.
Yeah, I would have taken reds off the bar. I have not called one correct option all night for what balls people are going to take.
He's really getting on with it, isn't he?
Yeah,
oh, jeez, that's landed. Oh, my God, look how good that's landed.
This is landed
Are you
amazing.
kidding me?
He's got a cannon on
that has just freed up everything.
He's got a cannon on the black. He doesn't even have to actually control the white. He just got to drop this in and just go straight through the gap.
That was a dream result. If he just drifts up between this gap here.
Oh, no, it wasn't there.
Well, if that was the angle, then he had to play it with bottom right. And
no, he just had to play it with some left-hand side.
Either way.
Now we're going to be prolonged a little further.
Maybe he can probably only just put the red on the cushion and the white on the bottom cushion.
Yep, it's the only shot on the table.
Pete would come off the cushion, half ball the yellow to the left. Oh, God.
Well, he just did the same thing.
That's
he's almost potted it.
Say Pete would have knocked it in. That's the thing.
I think Dale Watson has said...
And Pete would have landed a little nicer on the last yellow too.
Dale Watson has actually said, I am 9-7 up, so 10-7 up, and I want this match to end.
So I'm the only guy that beat this guy, and I get $450.
When I was designing the prize money breakdown, and when I had semi-finals of non-qualifier, I didn't have you. That was meant to be.
Nice shot there from Steve. He's negotiated the gap. And should actually... That's actually the hard work done right there. He should be fine now. Maybe just one more good positional shot just to ensure that he does get this out. The shot right here. He's just slightly off the angle he would like to be. He's got to probably come off the side cushion first. And he's just overhit that a little bit and fallen a touch awkward. So he may need to reevaluate this out now that he originally planned. May need to go uptown and take the ball over the pocket first, but unless he's got good cueing at this ball in the middle. Oh, this is tricky. Played it well. So now he does actually have an excellent angle now to stun up the table. I think. I could be wrong, could be a bit straight, but either way, he's just got to make sure he's got a shot on this yellow where he's, this red where he's not dead straight over the pocket. A little bit of angle. May roll through this if he's dead straight, so he's got that angle. He has indeed, and that's pretty good.
Now, do you stun this, or do you play like a stun run off the top cushion, or what do you do here?
Well, I was actually called your shot in your last frame to run through when you actually stunned it perfect, so I don't even want to call this shot now.
Maybe if
I actually just stun this in myself.
when it's a tight match, like towards the end, I think you want to try and cue balls, cue them in as much as possible. That's just how I
was going to run this in. I like to stun. It doesn't matter where you land, you're going to have a shot. Played it all right, but this is why I stun it, because you're just sort of
Yes.
going away from the black now.
With the stun, you're either going to have a shot on it, kind of with this degree of difficulty, or you're going to be really nice with that shot. This is pretty much going to be your result most of the time. Now you got to do a bit of work.
Yeah, he's
10-7
just going to
down.
drop in. He's going to have a medium range shot with a bit of angle.
Yeah, if I'm feeling good, I play that. But I think you probably could have tried to land nicer. Maybe, I don't know.
I think you would have played that shot every time, Robbo, and just backed your ability to pot this.
Yeah, it's actually, when you really think about it, you shouldn't miss this. I would not have played it like that though. I would have punched it in.
Yeah, I would have punched and stun off a side rail as well, but that's how Steve plays.
10-8. So Dale's trying to. Steve Thomas, always a backup plan. But Dale tried to sort of rush towards the finish line there, and 10-7 up, you feel like you can take a few liberties, but 10-8, all of a sudden 10-9.
It only takes another frame to hit the board, and so we've just got confirmation that Scary's actually turned up, because he's actually getting more than $2.50. He is getting $13.85. So
You want to play for that, James?
I will play for that.
No,
Mick.
no, Mick's going to collect $450 for making the semi-finals. You know what? You can laugh, but $450, like, you go to other tournaments and play in them all day and be lucky to sort of get $450 if you win it. So
he has covered half of his entry to the comp.
yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, the raffle.
Apparently Jamie says you have to be here.
I just said it should be the case, because you just know someone that's going to win that's not here.
Well, last year everyone was here. Yeah.
Steve says,
I'll put an incentive in place so people turn up tonight.
give me yellows.
You get like $20 back or $20 over the bar or something. It's the.
So Steve's got not that hard an out on yellows. He's just got to deal with his ball on the side cushion, but
Did you just say not that hard an out on
it's
yellows?
not that hard an out.
10-8 down.
He just played a good out last frame.
I'm calling this
About all
not
these
an
balls-
easy out.
Most of these balls are linking, so I don't think it's too bad.
If he can land straight on this yellow to the right middle, then he can pot it pretty. Oh, okay.
I didn't expect him to miss that.
Yeah. Maybe tried a little bit too hard.
I think he's actually tried to hold the white too much too straight, like you were just talking about.
Mm.
Anyway, Dale's got a chance, but it's Reds now. I'm not going to say are easy. They're tough.
Well, I think Reds still have a shot up their sleeve. I think the out on yellows is still very tricky. So you can try and play sort of like you can play an aggressive shot if you like go for the out, because I don't think yellows can pot out on the next shot that easily. But I think playing this red to the right middle, cannon the other red down the table, and then you can. Okay, the angle was a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Right, now I think you need some coverage of some sort.
Does this double go, Robbo? Is there enough room past the yellow for the double to go?
I think he's going to look at covering this pocket down here. He win. Well, now I think he has to play the jackie down the rail.
He does. He's got the plant now, and if he gets coverage on this, he'll be okay.
Oh, I think
he's playing the inside.
I think he's rushed this. I think he should play the jackie down the rail. Kind of
That's a
rushed
poor
that a bit.
shot.
If he actually played a good shot there, if he played the jackie down the rail and covered that pocket, he actually would have been in pretty good shape. But now he's still got a kind of like a dead red, and I'm going to tip you'll see Steve play some sort of snooker in a couple of shots' time.
He hasn't been doing it all night. He's been going for it.
I'd be tempted to lay a snooker, but I'd have a dip at the out first, making the extraction on that right yellow.
I just don't think the extraction needs to happen. If you can get right behind a ball that's on the cushion, then you can just roll it in. You've got a linking ball. I just don't think you need to extract it.
Yeah, on these tables, you just don't know if they're going to roll out though.
With dead weight, when they're on the cushion, they always suck in. Wow, that's not a good shot.
I think he's got a bit fortunate there. Not too bad angle on this yellow to the left. I'd be potting it and trying to land on the top yellow, so then you can pot that half ball, the ball on the rail, and you'll have those two yellows to land on.
I'm leaving that ball over the middle, and I'm taking the ball that is up the top of those three. They're in like a little line. I'm going to stun off that, and then I'm going to go out.
I think it's a little bit hard of a shot. He's listened to me.
That was actually a lot less thinner than I thought it was.
He's playing my shot. Here we go.
Absolutely no need to cannon this yellow out there.
I think it's a free shot. The only way this is not a free shot is you put too much bottom of it and you sort of go towards the middle pocket. That can get dodgy.
Get right behind it and roll it in.
Yeah, you're just trusting the table at this point of a match. Unless you have table knowledge and you know it doesn't roll.
Wow, that's just gone in. And as you see so often when a player plays a cannon, they don't get the full contact on the ball, and it actually probably ends up worse.
Yeah, I'd almost just about prefer it on the rail than there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm happy to get right behind it.
Spot.
I hate them when they're just off the rail like that, but when they don't get behind them, I don't mind just dropping them in. They're pretty hard to miss when you just drop them in. Steve says, I like this ball in the middle. He's going to need to like it because it's going to be his last ball the way these balls are at the moment.
Yeah, can't really lay a snooker. Like, of course he can, but he'll have lots of options to get out of it, and he won't. And if he does, then Steve could find himself actually in a little bit of trouble. So you got to have a dip here.
You're completely committing here. You have no choice. I don't think. I think playing the snooker is just not the right shot. You're going to be left a harder shot afterwards if he gets out of it. You're amongst them at the moment.
Is he playing top?
Now. Wow, it looked like he got a terrible contact on that too.
Just not really. He's rattling. He's either missing or rattling every ball. He's just not getting through it. Well, it's actually created a big pocket for the other yellow, and Dale does not. This is not an easy out. I'm going to give him 50-50. It's all about the red down the right rail.
It's all about this first shot, actually. Bridging over this ball, having to play this half ball with, I don't know how much this table's drifting, but...
I guess it can all look easy from here, but when you actually think about how you've got to play it, you're right, it's easy.
I think this is the shot. If he gets this shot, I reckon he'll go out. As in, like, he's got to hold the white. And he's done a very good job of that.
Pretty much spot on.
So now stun off this and just try and land dead straight on this ball into the centre, and you've just got to roll it in a touch, and then you've just got a little stun shot.
Yeah, you can go one or two ways. So you could play the bottom left red first and can come back over again. It's just a total preference thing. Either way is good. If the white isn't exactly sort of where you want it now, maybe it's a little bit of funny angle. I don't think it is. I think it's pretty good. Then you can play this bottom left red.
Yeah, it looks good now though. I think he's just stunning off the bottom rail and just back out.
I'll be playing the red to the right middle now because I think it's easier to just drop in that red down the rail, and you're guaranteed landing on the bottom left red. Whereas if you go this way, you're having to think about landing on the black as well, and maybe that might just put you off a little bit.
Well, I don't think you have to think about landing on the black because you just drop that red in, you've got like a less than half ball cut in the middle.
Just doesn't want to accidentally sort of run through a little bit. I did a couple of those. I meant bloody white. trickled forward a couple of times.
He just wants to play the old replacement game here, Robbo, where the white ball becomes the red.
Can either play a drag shot for that or stun.
No, I reckon you just drop this in. You
don't want
basically want the white ball to land where the red is.
You don't want that nap to kick
Look
in.
at that, perfect.
Ooh. Dodgy.
It's called the replacement
it's
shot,
not really
Robbo.
dodgy.
I'll teach you that one.
Oh.
So, as I said here, he can afford to just stun this in. Doesn't have to do anything super fancy. Just concentrate 100% on the pot and hit the white ball pretty much dead centre. And it will just stun the white ball back nicely a little bit. Well, he plays the run through.
Oh, hang on. Oh, thought he missed that.
I don't know why he didn't stun it in, but anyway, he's okay.
Yeah, I would have. Probably would have hit it in a little bit
When
more
you're
crisp.
flying, you stun it.
Yeah, it's easy. This is for the G for the $1,000.
It's in his nerve, and it's a good win there from Dale Watson. He'll pick up $1,000. 1/4 the amount of Robbo's picked up. And that's a pretty good effort for not finishing in the 8. So $1,000 for him, and I think $700 for Steve. And that's worth taking the day off work tomorrow for.
Gonna work after I drive Mick home to Berwick and back to Baronia.
I'm done for the night, guys. Thanks for tuning in, listening, and don't forget next week, this Friday, the AFL Grand Final public holiday. The women's VPPL will commence at around about 12 o'clock, I think it was. So be sure to stay tuned in for all the excitement and action that will be women's 8 ball. We'll see you soon. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, everyone, and look forward to the next season. See you later.